第一次你突然告诉我。
Hello.
Hi.
How's it going, everybody?
Can you hear us now, Lane?
Yes.
And everyone else can hear us?
Yes.
Hi, everybody.
So we're here. It's Monday. And we are gonna start by making the cover art for Evil John Mayer, so the song that we finished previously on Music Monday. So
William, you're gonna want to put in that IP address. So do you have Dropfile open?
Oh, I'm joining it right now.
Okay, cool.
Boom. I should be in.
Sweet.
What
How's
up?
what the hell? What are these effects right here? They're so fucking cool.
What effects?
These right here.
Oh, I drew those.
Oh, you just drew them?
Yeah, I just drew them with the brush.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It
looks like it could be a
Lane
brush.
Yeah.
Right here.
Oh, cool.
I mean, that's the kind of shit that I doodle on paper all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah. Is this gonna be open? No, this is not gonna be open. This is just gonna be the band. That might be interesting to do a draw pile with fans for something, but for this we wanted to just try out us all drawing something together. But yeah, I've got Evil John Mayer pulled up right here in this window. Which, by the way, everybody who's in the voice channel should open up the stream that I've got started. So that, yeah, so that way you can hear the track while we're doodling together.
Oh, I see. Yes, of course.
But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and disappear this pre-show warm-up thing.
Okay, last touches, everyone. Great.
I got rid of it.
Cool. So okay.
Now... Give my guy a beard for a second.
Okay. So now we're gonna start on the listen through. On the listen through layer.
That was great.
How do I? Oh. Hold up. How do I? There we go.
William might want to play on this.
No, it's cool. It's cool. We can do. Well, this is kind of stuff I want to do.
Hey, is the canvas square?
Yes.
Okay.
It's 3,000 by 3,000, which is like.
I see.
Yeah, it's like the recommended thing. So. Yeah.
Wait, check this out. This is gonna be funny.
Perfect. I knew that guy was missing something. No, put it back.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah.
Wait, what's this?
Jesus Christ, William!
In the wind.
Give him a fucking glizzy of the century.
Jesus Christ!
These rats are incredible down here. I'm gonna give him a block of cheese.
Can you tell which one I drew?
Can I tell which rat you drew?
Yeah.
Is the purple one?
Yeah.
Very good, Jonas.
Thank you.
Incredible.
But yeah, so do y'all want to fool around on this a little bit more, or do y'all want to go ahead and listen through?
You know.
Oh, just a heads up, Jay. You're drawing on the wrong layer.
What?
You're drawing on
the after listen through layer.
Oh. Isn't that the one we started on?
We renamed it pre-show warm up.
Okay. Well, I'm on pre-show warm up right now.
Cool. But yeah, did we want to just mess around a little bit on this, or
somebody's on listen through?
We can start.
Okay.
Yeah, we can start. I'm. Oh, hell yeah. They they've eaten the block of cheese a little bit. That's what's up. Thank you, Dax. Am I supposed to
Fuck
be
yeah.
able to hear Dax?
I don't think I
Yeah,
have.
we cannot hear Dax at the moment. If Dax doesn't have a
He,
mic.
he doesn't have his microphone set up.
Okay, okay.
Cool. He
Fair
will
enough.
speak to his art.
Cool. So yeah, I guess I'll just play the song and we can just trying to get your BF to join the stream. Oh fuck yeah. Yeah, we'll definitely try to do a drop out at some point with fans. But yeah, let's I'll just play the song and we can just draw and listen through one. And yeah, is everybody good?
Do we need to hide the other layers, or is that on me?
You can hide it for yourself.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Which is what I
Each
would
person
recommend
has to
doing,
hide.
yes.
And then I click on the one. So first, listen through number 1. That's the one I want to do.
Yeah,
Yes.
make sure that you're drawing on that one, yeah. Cool. You all saw that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Great. Yeah, let's do a quick little ink check.
So,
We got me and William. Got Glass Beach Band. We got Jay.
Oh, Glass Beach Band. That's a good color.
yeah, the two colors I was like really like the two
Cool.
colors
Yeah.
I was very like thinking of whenever I thought of the song was this color and like a purple, like a very hot purple kind of thing. Yeah. So yeah, y'all ready to listen through the track?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. Here we go. Any moment now.
Gotta refresh it.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
That's how
Google
it
Drive.
works. That's how it works. You gotta refresh it and then go.
That's how it works.
Here we go.
All right, I think we've got a solid beginning here.
Yeah, a real strong foundation, I'd say.
I want to fill in these white spots here with some color. Take
Well,
turns
here
with the
we
paint
can
bucket.
can we create a layer underneath?
Sure, we can do that.
Yeah.
Create a layer underneath, and then let's pick whatever colors or we want to fill in the white spots. Because I think that's the only thing we need to do.
Yeah. I think taking turns with the paint bucket approach might be fun, and just making it like a boop 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 boop. Or we can paint on like a background layer that'll be under it.
Okay, so BG is the background
Background, cool.
I started trying to smudge some colors together with the E and this horn, but I didn't get very far into it. I kind of just fucked up the middle of the E. But I
Sure.
think, you know what? That's in the spirit of what we're doing here.
layer. Yeah,
See
it
here.
works.
Whoa.
that's a-
I'm background layer. Okay, cool.
It's a good combo color to put in here. We don't want anything that's gonna. Yeah, Jay's got a
Why
good
don't-
idea.
Why don't we start the song again?
Okay, we can do that.
I'm gonna turn smudging and color pickup all the way up.
Yeah, that's how you get the cool blends.
Oh, god damn it, do I have to refresh again? God. Come on, Google Drive.
Oh God.
Okay.
All right, I feel pretty good about that.
I feel pretty
Yeah.
good about this, yeah.
Hell yeah. So,
Now, just for fun, go ahead and toss our pre-show warm-up on top of this. Okay, yeah, that's not happening. Wait, what if we put it at the bottom? Put it
wait.
at the bottom. Put it under the background. I mean, not put it in front of the background, but I just want to see it as part of the background.
Yeah, let's see. Take it down
That's fucked.
Yeah, I don't want that.
here. There we go. Masterpiece.
All right, I think we should be proud of what we've done here today.
Yeah, I think Ooh, this needs some. I think one thing we could do really fast, just as a way to accentuate the letters. Actually, hold on,
What?
hold on, hold on.
Are you adding a border? I already
Yeah.
tried to give it a drop shadow.
I helped. I did some drop shadow on there.
Yeah, we were trying to
Oh,
do some
cool.
drop shadow.
Yeah,
Oh
it
my
looks
God.
three-dimensional.
Hell yeah.
It's cool as fuck.
It was really, who wrote EJM? Was that Jay?
That was me.
I wanted to start with devil horns, and it was really funny realizing that we were gonna just like cross into our space into each other's space immediately, and just like I was like, oh, clearly the J, but it just like happened naturally. It was very
I
funny.
like how nobody tried to draw John Mayer.
I did,
Oh,
I did, right in the
I think we
center,
all
did.
below the
Certain
J.
points.
Lane,
Oh,
Lane,
it looks just like him,
Lane,
Yeah.
especially the top hat.
Lane.
Yeah.
Are you Glass Beach Band?
Yes.
Evil John Mayer, who care?
Lane, you're covering up a lot of beautiful work, and I liked it better before.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave.
Here.
I
we
liked
can erase
it.
some of this.
No, Lane, just undo. Just undo the stuff you did to
No.
the letters.
No.
Why not?
What do you not want me to cover up? I'll erase over it.
Well, I liked the ambiguousness of the letters for one, but for two, I have little faces on the letters and they've been covered up, and a little bit of the worms. I didn't do those, but I like those. I just think the border can disappear.
Okay. Yeah, we can take that off.
Now, if we want to do a border layer, and we all just add some border.
Here's what
Good
we can do.
consideration.
Let's see.
Evil Mayor.
Delete this layer. Let's do this. Let's take that. We can make that really big, and then what's a color that we all agree Evil John Mayer exudes?
Red.
Red.
Red,
The color
Red.
of the sun.
black.
The color of the moon.
That's right. I'm gonna be honest, Lane. I love it the way it is. Anything else you want to add to it? I don't know that I will.
Oh, he's
I
adding a
don't-
sheen. He's adding
Yeah,
a sheen.
a sheen to part of it. Adding a sheen.
Using the sheen brush.
Yeah, this is what we call the make the colors more dull brush.
And then we erase this on the letters. And the letters are.
Oh wait, I was doing the wrong thing. Actually, I had the wrong thing.
Are you on layer 1 right now? Yeah, cool.
Hey,
The largest size brush on this is really still fucking small as shit. So
still working on it.
I mean,
I'm-
Lane is.
I'm
Oh,
just
Lane.
I'm putting a sheen of oil on it.
He's putting some
Red
varnish
oil.
on it.
And some
Oh,
varnish.
some varnish.
Are you putting that over the whole thing?
Yeah,
I think we should do that and then take it off of the letters.
we can do that.
See what that looks like, you know?
I think we
If
should
anything.
stop messing with this and be done.
Yeah,
I'm also kind of
I think
that
it's
is my
perfect.
I think it was.
I definitely did feel like it was perfect when we stopped.
Yeah, I'm liking this less and less the more you're doing it, but keep going. I'm with you. It's on a different layer. So you know what? We can get rid
Yeah,
of
we
it.
can-
They
see if
say
look what's
you
been
have,
done.
you
I don't
have
know that
to
I'm gonna
rush
hate it, but-
perfection. You have to.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Yes. Hell yes.
Okay.
I do kind of like this.
Okay. Make everything dull. Make it all blend into each other.
It's
Oh my
more
God.
red, not duller.
Okay, so
You're
what
saying
you want
this
to do
is
is you want
more
to cover
red?
up stuff
Yes,
William
this is
drew
red.
and the worms that we like, and then you want to
Yeah.
take all the colors out.
It's a very opaque red. 'Cause
Oh,
they
I
don't-
see what you're doing. You're muddying up the whole image to add some more red.
It's like I'm looking at it at night.
Yeah, exactly. Well. Okay, listen. I asked what
Look.
color Evil John Mayer exudes. I think Jonas said red. I chose
Yeah.
red. I made it very opaque, very not opaque, and then I just fucking covered the whole thing.
I think
Can I
so.
see
What
it
layer
without
is
it
that on?
again?
Because it was not layer 1.
Yeah. That's on listen through.
Oops.
Well,
Well, better undo it.
I think
Nope.
it was perfect.
I think it was perfect.
I like it brighter.
Yeah,
Just
me
saying.
too. I like
Yes.
the
Oh.
vibrance. We picked those
Yeah.
colors. We want them,
This looks
Yeah.
like it's underwater.
which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like I'm looking at it during the day.
Just fucking night.
Oh my god.
Day. Night.
Oh, that would be,
day.
Yeah,
you're
this is a
onto
daytime
something.
song.
You're onto something there, Lane. I think album covers should have night modes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
You
some
know-
albums are just so white. Beatles,
Yeah,
and
you-
the Beatles.
and the Beatles. But yeah, we can have this be the art if everybody's happy with this.
Yeah, I love this.
Everybody is happy with this. I speak on behalf
Everybody
of
loves
everybody.
it, and nobody wants to add anything.
Everybody, you know what? Actually, what this could use a slight, like
A red
really
tint?
translucent red tint.
Oh yeah.
That's my seal of approval.
Oh yeah, check.
Everybody
like,
give a check mark if you approve of
Good,
this.
good job. Yeah. If you approve of it, you put a check on it.
You're on the
Oh,
listen
fuck.
through layer.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, I'm checking it.
I got a Control Z button, don't I?
Here.
Yeah.
That's 3.
I have a Control Z button, don't I? And you look down, there's no Z on your keyboard.
Wait, hold
yeah.
on.
I don't
Hold
have
on.
a Control Z button. What am I talking about? That's 2
Hold
buttons.
on. Hold on. There's one thing it needs. Okay, it's good now.
What did you do? Did you put a little blue dot?
Yeah.
You nice.
Yeah. I mean,
People are gonna write
it
articles
definitely
about
looked
that
worse
dot.
before that. So
and that's the gospel truth.
I fucked up again.
Give it a little
Yeah.
purple frame, purple border here.
Bless my soul, work was on a roll. DMCA. Okay,
Are we adding more dots?
I am.
we're adding.
Get those dots out of here. Get those dots out of here.
Too bad.
Stop adding to it.
1 dot was far enough.
I
Stop
was gonna add like a
adding to it.
parental
To be-
advisory sticker,
Oh, that's awesome.
but then I remembered that it's okay.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
bad words in it. It's fine for kids.
Okay.
Wait, there are
In
bad
fact,
words in
every child should listen to this like in the womb.
it.
You know?
So they're afraid of John Mayer when they come out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Lane.
Yeah.
Can you undo those dots?
Yes. I
don't-
want to. I want to
don't
keep
wanna
these
make
dots
it look
here.
different
These
than it
ones on
did
the
when we
fucking.
Oh, the ones on the bush like thing. Yeah,
Yes,
The
I
ones
like
on the
those.
letters. Yeah. I could get rid of those. But
Yeah,
the
I
ones
like
on the
the-
bush.
I like the ones on the bush. It's like little apples that Yoshi could eat.
Yeah. I like the ones on
What
the
are we
bush.
talking about?
The dots on the bush.
Yoshi the dinosaur.
Oh, like those, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Sorry, they
you know,
weren't
like
there
these?
when they weren't there. They weren't there. So I
They
was
weren't
confused
there.
because they weren't
They weren't there.
I think it's cool. I think it
I like it.
has a texture.
Yeah. Can you
Yes,
put more? Can
they're
you
like-
put like a couple like right here?
Yeah. And then here and here.
Hey.
Hey, what's
I
all
really
this
like-
then?
Oh wait, there is one thing that is missing. I'm
What?
sorry. I've
Oh, check. Yeah, gotta approve it.
God, William.
Oh.
No.
What are
No.
those things even?
William. Okay. Okay.
There's not even anything there to censor. What are you doing?
They put one on the hilt of the sword too.
Jay, do you think that
No,
ghost
not
do you
there.
think that ghost people
Like-
don't have
like
don't
on the
have
square.
genitalia?
Oh, like right there?
No, I just
No,
don't think we
like,
should shy away
You see
from
how it's already
showing it.
kind of there? The hilt,
That's fair.
the part you hold on to.
Yeah, this part.
Yeah, like that.
That's pretty
I'll
cool.
get-
It looks squarer now.
I'll get rid of all those.
Okay.
You want it to look squarer? Here.
Huh? What?
Here.
I didn't say what.
No, they said it does look squarer when
I
you
made
do
an
that.
entirely neutral observation.
But
looks-
now
Oh yeah,
you
it's your favorite thing, huh? You the square liker?
Yeah, you love that that's a square now, huh?
Yeah, I bet you do.
Yeah, whatever. You know.
Okay, I'm done.
Was on a roll.
Cool.
All right,
So-
save this, export it, put it up, lock it down.
Save
Yeah.
as.
Everyone say goodbye to Evil John Mayer.
EJM cover art.
All right.
Now let's export. Wait. Animation. No, I don't want to export as animation.
Animation.
Yeah, no, that's not what I'm looking for.
Remember
do
in the
you-
movie when they call him Jerkules?
Yeah. Got him. Fucking got him with that.
That's pretty good.
Got him.
Yeah.
How do we?
Oh.
Whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
I'm on a new
whoa.
layer.
I'm on a whole new layer.
Yeah.
How do
Welcome
you?
to red layer.
How do you make this? How do you save this as a fucking? Okay, there we go. That's what you gotta do. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get rid of this layer really fast so I can.
Wait, everyone stop. Elena's trying to export.
Okay. PNG.
Can I say I like this? I like this kind of translucent, like things in the top left and right corners. Whoever did those, I like those a lot.
Oh yeah, this is me. Oh wait. What? Which thing? I'm sorry.
The
This
sheen.
translucent, like the thing that makes it look more like it's like underwater or something. The thing
Oh
looks
yeah.
like-
Okay. Yeah, that was me.
I like that a lot. That's sick.
Thank you.
Ooh, chords?
Cool. So there we go.
Huh?
We got Evil John Mayer's cover art done. So.
Ooh, jazz.
Yes. So
You play the Thomas
Yeah.
the Tank Engine song, Jay?
Yeah.
Copyright.
Oh, no.
fucking Rugrats.
That is enough like the actual thing that maybe
Oh my
Right.
god.
I'm gonna hop out.
Okay, cool. Who all is coming in here to work on GF Boss?
I'll come in there.
Cool.
I will join you
Cool.
for a time.
Yeah, I might join for a time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Hey William,
Yeah, what's up?
can you bring another dynamic
Microphone?
mic? Yes.
I got you.
Cool.
Yeah,
Thank
I got you, baby.
Cool. All right, chat. We're gonna switch over really fast. Give me just a moment. I just need to change a couple things. Okay. Let's see. That. That. What the fuck? Discord. Oh, that's the fucking noise from the fucking. Okay, yeah. Forget that draw pile has sound effects. Hello, Jay. Jay. Fuck. GF boss. There we go. Okay. This disappear. Bring this. Got that McDonald's Sprite. The thing where they'll like glitch the audio. Ah.
Oh, I'm
Sprite
silent.
crispy. Silence.
I'm silent.
Not anymore. You aren't.
Cool. Wait, I can't hear myself, but if the audience can hear me, then that's pretty cool.
You should hear yourself.
Oh, I'm heard. Not by well, I can kind of hear myself.
Can you hear this?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
I used to only drink Sprite more than water when I was a child.
Damn.
Yeah, and then when I grew up, I started drinking water, and like now, if I have Sprite, I'm like, I don't even like this. I don't know why I drank it.
Dang. Well, you know, it's okay. Some of us just become less cool as we grow up. Just
Damn.
Damn, that's fucking harsh.
Yeah, that's fucking harsh.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I used to drink Dr. Peppers way fucking more than I ever should.
Yeah.
It's a little ridiculous. And then I got into college and I had a friend who got a kidney stone, and I was immediately like, oh, those sound like actual hell.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'm gonna stop drinking them. And then there was a period of my life where I just didn't drink soda or anything besides water, really. And then I was like, this sucks.
Yeah. I have like a soda every few months at this point. It's a special occasion.
A little celebration.
Yeah.
A little fizzy pop for the celebration. I should.
Plain seltzer water tastes exactly like Sprite. Yeah, that's what Sprite is.
I mean,
Lemon lime is just that's just a facade.
yeah, I was gonna say. It's a hard disagree, but
Yeah. I like Dr. Pepper. There's no pretense. It doesn't tell you what it is. It just is.
I will say, it is possible for you. Like, I've had lots of times where I've gone to like a fast food place and then you like get their Sprite and it's just carbonation and water.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like it's like cuz they mix it. They have like the soda water and the syrup separate in there. And if the syrup runs out and nobody refills it, then you just get the soda water. And that's the worst thing.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely the worst.
It's like it's not it doesn't taste bad. It's just like disgusting the absence of things.
Oh yeah, well
I don't know.
It's just
it's the feeling of things not going the way you expected
yeah, it's
in
just
a bad way.
It's mainly the expectation. If you go in there and you're like, and you're like,
yeah.
yeah, and
It's a feeling of loss.
if you go in there and you're like, oh, their machine might be out of syrup, and you taste it, then it's like, oh, okay, it's out of syrup. But like, if you go in there and you're like, oh man, I've been craving a fucking Dr. Pepper all day, had a shitty day, my parents both died, and I really need to fucking like just have this one soda to get by.
I hate it when that happens, man.
Me too. And then you taste it and it's just carbonation. Like, what do you do?
I don't know. I mean,
You kill, Jay.
you kill.
Everyone. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Wait, am I gonna use this microphone?
Yes. But yeah.
There's not one that I could hold, is there?
Nope. There is not.
William was testing with the one that you was broken. There's no problem with it. So that one might actually work.
Yeah.
I mean, not might. It should work.
Yeah, no. I was telling William. But yeah. Um. Okay. So I'm just gonna show y'all what we have so far. Oh.
You might need to turn up the gain on this one lane if you can. Extend it as far as it is.
I mean, yeah, you should be fine. It's the most sensitive mic in the room, so.
Okay.
Yeah, you can probably hear me on that one.
Yeah. Cool. So.
Let's see. Yeah. I don't hear anyone yet.
You don't even hear me?
Okay, now I hear you.
Yeah.
Low. Okay, there we go. Cool.
Probably
Yeah.
didn't hear me because I wasn't saying anything.
Yeah, well, I just meant like I was talking. I hadn't heard anything.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. Yeah. But yeah, I'll just play what we have so far and show y'all. Oh, there you are. Can you hear me?
Oh, was I supposed to drop everything and just come in?
Listen here. Listen here. You want me on your stream?
Is it this right here?
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Damn.
Can we get some? Can we get
Oh
some of that?
yeah.
Get some
of
of
those
that.
sounds.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know,
Get
what
some
if that-
sounds. Can we get some
walk off
sounds
the
on this
earth?
lane?
Walk off the earth.
Walk off
Walk
the
off
earth.
the
What about
earth?
him?
Walk off the earth.
Where they do that?
You want
on
me
the
to do
Gautier
what,
song?
William?
Where they do
That's
that
kind of
on-
fucked
That's
up.
complete bullshit.
On the Gautier shot.
Yeah.
You
You
want
can't
me to-
just walk off the earth. It's a freaking sphere.
Yeah.
Who wants Taco Bell?
That's actually how.
Not me.
Yeah.
Actually, that was actually the thing where I found
That
out.
was really a question at William.
That's actually where I found out, like, that Walk Off the Earth pre-recorded a lot of their stuff and just did like the video element secondary.
Which everybody on YouTube does that.
Yeah, exactly. But like I remember it was because like I watched it and I was like, how the fuck did they do that? And then I tried doing it myself and I was like, oh, you got to tune this into a fucked up tuning. To do that.
Yeah.
Um,
Where are you seeing a harmonica?
What? Is that a harmonica
well,
in the track?
No. There's
are you listening to it right now? Okay.
We listened to it
Oh,
earlier.
okay. Am I good to plug in?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. And. All right, I'm on. Oh shit.
All right.
Hey everybody. You can turn me down a little bit on maybe not. I don't know. Well, you turn me all the way down?
Just,
You're full of jokes, Lane.
I know.
Hey,
A little jokes.
What was I saying? Oh yeah. I was just thinking I've completely forgotten about Walk Off the Earth, and then I saw this like promo on like TikTok
Yeah.
of them playing that big giant guitar. Did you ever see the videos of them playing that big giant guitar?
Yeah. Yeah, that was like their big viral video that kicked them off, right? With like
No,
the
no, no,
5-1
no.
guitar.
Yeah, five
was
person
like a
one guitar.
Oh,
but
that was
it
a regular
normal
type guitar. You're right.
That was the Gautier song. Yeah, the
Yeah,
Gautier.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
I remember.
I watched them. I followed them for a while.
Yeah,
though.
me
We both
too.
did, yeah.
They were cool. They're cool. They're probably still cool. I don't know, but it was funny that they went viral for that video, and then I saw them on Ellen or something.
Yeah.
trying to do the same performance, like all of them on one guitar, and it sounded truly awful. And I mean, they didn't do like a pre-recorded thing or anything like that. They're obviously very talented, but like,
Yeah. I mean, they're like successful too, huh?
yes, absolutely.
You think
Oh,
they
yeah.
made enough money to buy a second guitar?
Yeah, there's a concept walking out there. Buy multiple instruments.
That's how they got the big one. They're like, oh my gosh, there's no room on this tiny guitar.
They're like at Guitar Center, and then and they're like do you have like one that like we can like all use? And then the Guitar Center employee's like, what? And they're like, yeah, just like a big guitar that we can all use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what double-necked guitars are for. You play one and your homie stands right behind you and plays the other.
Hell yeah. I really hope genuinely that like all of their original music is like, I mean, it probably doesn't get as much engagement as their covers, but I hope that they've had some carryover, because I've seen like in other indie artists, or like Hoity Toity is such a good example, because their like Instagram is really actually pretty popular.
Yeah.
For all of like the covers and everything. And as soon as they try to do one thing where they're like, hey, we also have original music, and guess what, like we're a band, we're not just like a person that treads on a guitar like to do a bunch of covers, and that stuff gets like severely less engagement, and it sucks.
That's why I don't like this band's specific mentality on it, but that's why like Our Last Night has said that they do like all the covers that they do constantly, is because that like for a lot of metal bands and whatnot is kind of the main way to pay the bills if you don't like get signed and whatnot, is just literally do all these covers of like songs that are immediately popular. And it's like, and it works really well for a lot of bands, especially bands that like enjoy the music. I don't like Our Last Night's model because they've literally gone out of their way to say that like there's someone that said something about covering I think it was a Lil Nas X song, and they were like, yeah, we're not going to cover every shitty track.
Oh my
And
god.
it was kind of just like, okay, dude, come on.
Wow.
Do you know Rick Beato?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Rick Beato.
Rick Beato, I like.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why.
Why do you like Rick Beato, William?
Because
What's so special about Rick Beato?
Because for all intents and purposes, you hear him talk. He knows so much about music. You look at him. He's an older gentleman on YouTube who
Yeah.
does that kind of stuff.
He's a boomer.
He's a boomer.
Yeah.
And you think, and right out the gate, you think, oh, there's no way you like pop charts. There's no way you like Lil Nas X or anything. And then he does those Spotify like top 10 listens,
Yeah.
and the whole time he's like, oh, this song is so good.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I love that. Oh, I love the production on this. Oh, like I like this song. And then he'll be like, yeah, this is a little like monotonous, or it doesn't really go anywhere or do anything. It's like, oh, this was all about the room. But he like, I don't know. I like those videos a lot.
Yeah, he's pretty open minded, and I think he also. Here's the thing: is that I really think that people who start to understand how the industry works and the very different kinds of things that people do within the industry, I think it opens a person's mind up. And you know, there's always like exceptions, but like most of the people that I've heard that like literally just like shun off like an entire like genre or like an entire sect of like they see as someone wrote something with like 3 or 4 producers, then they're like, ah, no, fuck, no, that's shit stuff. It's like almost all those people I've then like talked to in further detail, and it's like they don't understand how a lot of these things work. They don't understand how the industry works and the roles of like these various people.
Yeah.
But
I mean, 3 producers just means more production.
yeah,
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, if you want to get all feisty about like a bunch of producers or stuff like that, I mean, Doglegs Melee was like remixed like 3 times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, before they like did the final masters and got it like sent out. So, I mean, a lot of people had hands on that.
yeah. And
Not
that's-
maybe in the writing process, but like,
exactly. Well, and that's the thing too, is just that like I don't know.
can you tilt the camera down just a little bit?
Oh yeah. I think that it's just very much become a thing of like, I mean, it's one of those things that when you're young, I think that a lot of people see like the counterculture of like all this like, which don't get me wrong, there is pop music that is worth being like critical of and whatnot, but it's like people that like just instantly go to like, oh, rap and pop and like this is shitty music that whatever. It's like that counterculture seems to some people, especially white people, that it's like deep and it's like, oh, this is like a unique perspective. But then when you get old enough, you realize that like it's very shallow and it's just not very well entrenched in anything except for like, okay, cool. If you don't like the genre, you don't like the genre. Whatever. Like, move on with your fucking life and stop talking about it if that's all you're gonna do is complain. But
Yeah.
that's also why I like what's his name? James Cornell?
Charles
Pianist dude?
Cornell.
Charles Cornell.
Charles
Charles
Cornell.
Cornell.
Yeah, Charles Cornell.
That dude's really cool. I like his videos.
He hated that Harry Styles song, like Watermelon Sugar. He hated
Did you like
it.
it?
Yeah, what's your opinion on Watermelon Sugar, William?
I don't know. I mean, hey, it's probably, it sounded like the song of the summer, baby. Watermelon
It was
Sugar.
the song of the summer. Song of the summer by default.
Yes, yeah.
Song
Oh my
of the
God.
summer during a pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody else was making a song of the summer.
I have not heard this song that we're talking about. I bet I love it.
Well, frickin' the Childish Gambino had a song that was literally called like Summertime or something like that. I can't remember, but it was released off of that like the album where he just put it on his website and it was like a blank white website and it just started playing the song.
Yeah.
And then it didn't release to streaming services until like 2 weeks later. And by then the hype around it had kind of like died down.
Yeah.
And like all of the tracks were just named what like timestamp they were in the order.
People need to do album rollouts again. I think it's played out being like, the
Nathan-
album is out, no hype, here it is. Everybody's done that.
Well, except like talking about our own like music rollouts.
Yeah. Well, we haven't
It's
had
almost
hype.
well. What I'm saying is like I just mean like promoting stuff now, like doing
Yeah.
like kind of like a rollout. Like, what I've been noticing in our music or like or music video releases or stuff like that, and compared to like other people's releases, is
Yeah.
like it's a mixed bag because sometimes just throwing something out is so exciting that people hype it all for you, and it's like
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
Cause I think of the Rat Boys. Rat Boys released a full album like by surprise, and I don't think it's getting the attention it deserves
Yeah.
because there wasn't any like pomp and circumstance. But there are other albums that got released like just out of nowhere. Like I feel like Home is where I Become Birds. That album was kind of like an out of nowhere thing, and that got so much attention for like a band that was like really not known. And it's weird because then like we release. For example, the Calico music video.
Yeah.
I did like a lot of promo for that, and we made little videos and stuff like that, and the promo got a lot of attention. And then the release of the music video did not get as much attention as like the promo did.
Yeah.
And the people that like liked the promo on Twitter or Instagram or whatever didn't end up going through. I don't know. It's weird. And then like I did a whole thing for like our remix album where like I was posting constantly and I was like putting into stories, and like this Quintron said, like, I like how William went in on the Instagram story and chatted about the artist, and I did that, and I also feel like the remix album in certain aspects got a little bit of an underwhelming response. Not that I feel bad about the amount of like people are listening to it and how happy people were about it, but I just think of like some of the tracks that I think are personal favorites of mine are the least listened to, and not only the least listened to, but also like extremely low in numbers, like and numbers mean this and that or whatever. But I'm just like, we had 18 other artists that people love, and they did an incredible job with our music. People like us.
Yeah.
We did a huge rollout for it, and I almost feel like it would have been more exciting if it just like boom, there's a remix album.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it depends.
It's
on,
it's hard to decide which one to do. But I agree. There's a great Nathan Zed video that actually just came out about album rollouts.
Really fast.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say, Madeline, to address your comment. Yes, country music very much depends on the artist, but there is very good country music out there. Just You got to pick the right artists.
It almost sounded like you said crunchy music.
You gotta find the right
I like
crunchy music.
music.
I listen to everything except for Rip and Crunchy.
Like
Rip and crunchy.
Rip and Crunchy.
to me, it's like bands like the Chicks, like really good, and like even like Charlie Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Charlie Mountain
Charlie
fucking
Mountain.
rules.
Yeah, Charlie Mountain fucking
That's
rules.
AW's country project, right? That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And-
Charlie Mountain.
But at the same time, Toby Keith. Nah, I'm good. That man can write a catchy guitar solo.
I'll
but
put
he
a
sucks.
boot in your ass.
It's the American
Toby Keith did Red
way.
Solo Cup, right?
No, that was a different guy. That was a Texas country guy.
What was it? Not Toby Keith?
I'm pretty sure.
Didn't Toby Keith do
Is that Toby
Red
Bud?
Solo Cup?
Wait, is Toby
I'll
Keith?
feel
Toby
you.
Probably
Keith
can't
did
sing
the
it.
9/11 song?
Yes.
9/11 theme song?
Yeah.
That was the
Yeah, he did Red Solo Cup, which almost makes up for the 9/11
Theme
theme song.
that was the
Yeah.
post 9/11 theme song. You know,
Yeah.
it had a lot of impact on our culture.
Red
or
Solo
whatever.
Cup. Was?
Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
what was the song,
that
William?
was the 2008 financial.
That was the
fucking
financial crisis one. Yeah.
Yeah.
William, what was
I mean,
the song he
you
did?
look at all of the fucking biggest hit songs 2008 and immediately after they're all about fucking partying. Everybody was like, I don't want to think about money. We're in the club.
Yeah, that was
24/7.
around. That was around when LMFAO got popular.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you about to say, Jonas?
Oh, what was it Toby Keith that did that song?
I mean, Lane would probably be able to answer this better than I would.
No, I'm asking you in particular because
Oh.
we have the same memory of this song in college. But the song he did with I forget, I think it was with the rapper.
Oh,
the
no,
song
that was
about
Brad Paisley.
That was Brad Paisley.
Yeah.
Oh, that poor misguided man, Brad Paisley.
Yo, did y'all ever listen to Big and Rich?
Yes.
No,
Yes, I did. And you know what? I actually enjoy a few of their songs.
There's a few songs that are actually good.
Brad Paisley can shred. It's
They
true.
got Cowboy Troy.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell you're talking
Yeah, I
about.
don't
Big
know.
and Rich.
Oh my god. Yeah, Big and Rich are these two guys. They write like pop like Toby Keith style like pop country stuff. Like
Yeah.
top 40 country stuff.
Yeah.
But they do this very much like we're badass motherfuckers and we're coming to rock your fucking face. Like that's their like message. But the thing
Oh,
is
wow.
that they've got like this like bit larger than life kind of like persona going on, and then they've got this guy who comes in and raps on some of their songs, and his name is Cowboy Troy, and he's a country rapper.
Cool.
And yeah, it's really goofy aesthetic, but like it also kind of works because like it's like a goofier Brooks and Dunn. Like you listen to Brooks and Dunn and it's like that's like classic like top 40 country, but it's like
Yeah.
Big and Rich
I'll
is
take
like they
your
took
word for
that
it.
and they were like, what if we just made them like, what if we just like exaggerated these like personalities?
I want to address another comment from the Space Terrier. Toby Keith is from the town north of my hometown. There's a water tower with his name on it.
I'm sorry.
I read that and I pictured Toby climbing up there himself as
And
an
painting
adolescent
it?
and just painted up there like the world will know.
Like frickin' Kelso on.
How do you
Yeah.
like me now?
Puts a big weed thing, but it just looks like a somebody flicking off everyone.
Like a weed symbol?
Like a weed thing.
Yeah, the weed
You
symbol.
know that the
But it's
weed
actually
flag?
just like a
Yeah.
hand like flicking off. Is
The-
it
the
is it
stoner
illegal to
pride
flick
flag.
people off on Twitch?
Let's find out. Lane. I hope not.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Fuck you.
I don't want to do it anyway.
I don't want
It
to.
feels wrong.
Wait, actually, I asked this to Franny the other day, but the rest of you, have any of you genuinely
Yeah.
flicked someone off before?
Oh yeah.
Genuinely?
Have you really?
Yeah.
Because it is never never natural for me to like for my hand to make that position.
Yeah.
Not even when you're driving, huh?
I've done it you unlocked the one time.
Okay.
I did it one time while driving, and it was somebody else like very much almost murdered me with their car,
Oh well, they
Oh, yeah.
deserve that finger.
and so I gave them a full blown finger as they were honking at me, being like, "It was your fault, I'm bad."
Yeah.
It's like shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I've flipped off plenty of people in traffic because like, I mean, it's LA traffic. Jesus Christ, people are gonna like
Have you heard about LA traffic?
Well, here's the thing. The worst part about the neighborhood I used to live in was that I've talked about this to y'all before, but on Sundays are the worst times to drive, and I don't know what it is.
Church.
But yeah,
It's
well,
church.
here's the thing. I know it has to do with church,
Good is
but
sleeping.
but I don't think it's just church, because after church, it'll be afternoon on Sunday.
Yeah.
It'll be afternoon, and I'll be driving around, and people will be doing this wild shit, running out into the road with no
They
warning.
gotta get to
But
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A's closed on Sundays.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So you gotta get there to be disappointed.
But here's the thing.
It's a weekly tradition.
But I swear to God,
Listen,
I think it does have to do with church, but I think it's the fact that these people get out and they're good with God. They think if I die today, I'm going to fucking heaven. What does it fucking matter if I
Sure.
die? Meanwhile, I'm here and I'm like, I want to live.
I
That's
haven't
true.
made good with God.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
think I've ever flipped
I'm not
someone
Go to
good
off.
with
hell
God
if
right
I
now.
die.
Pretty
I don't
sure
want to
I've
die right
never
now. I'll
earnestly
surely be to the devil.
Yeah. That's true.
Flipped off a person.
What?
I don't think I've ever earnestly done it.
You don't think you've ever earned it? Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, because you don't drive.
You don't. Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, I've flipped off someone outside of driving, but it's never been like a
Well-
casual like. It's always been like a
I'm fed up.
like.
I've gone too far, and this is all I can do to get across my feelings.
I mean, the
because
thing
I
is,
can't
like,
shout
when
at
you're
you.
in a car, you're safe, you know? If you're outside of a car, you flip somebody off. If they decide to start shit, then I'm just gonna be like, well, you know what? You got me here.
Actually,
Come kick my ass.
Actually, I do remember. I do remember one time. When I was like 13, and I was walking around my hometown at night, and there was this very awful person who was like driving by in a car, and he drove by a few times, and so the third time he drove by, I did two big old 13-year-old middle fingers at him, and he like immediately like in the middle of the road got out of his car and like chased me, and he like got me and pulled the cigarette out of his mouth and like went to like burn my arm with it, and I like wiggled free and I like kicked him and I ran some more, and he was just like, and he started like yelling like expletives at me and was just like,
Whoa.
all right, yeah.
Do you remember any of them?
Yeah, there was no.
List them off.
The reason
Yeah.
I'm not repeating them is because they were of the homophobic
I
variety.
wondered.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was like wild because it was funny that he stopped his car and left it so quickly,
Yeah.
and then
Simply
just chased me
cannot
down.
have this child angry at me.
Yeah.
And then later that year, he got in trouble for pointing an unloaded shotgun at somebody and threatening their life.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm not even from Texas. I'm from Minnesota. Well, I'm from the rural
You're from
part
Texas,
of
Minnesota.
Texas, Minnesota. Well, if you're gonna say no, Texas has good parts because we
Yes.
can't say that.
No, of course.
William.
Yeah, they have Minnesota parts of Texas.
William.
Yeah. In Minnesota, Texas.
William, give Texans some credit.
Don't let us say
They
that.
would never aim a gun at someone unloaded.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Just kidding. But, no, yeah, but
Yeah, no, I am fully on camp. Texas gets a bad rap. I mean, like, that's kind of how people. Madeline had a good
It's
observation earlier. She was like, I feel like this crossover between people who like vehemently don't listen to country and people who just see all flyover states as being like full of. I think her words were irredeemable racist rednecks. And I definitely I understand that is not all of what those parts of the country are.
Yeah.
That is
Texas is an easy target. You know, it's like it's not only part of the South, but it's also where George W. Bush is from.
It's
Yeah.
also huge.
Yeah.
and people
Very
are proud
easy
to be
hit.
from there, which
It's
is
yeah, very easy target. It's enormous.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I can't miss.
but you are right, Jay. Every time that I had flipped off someone that was not in a car, there was or almost was a fight. So
Immediate
yeah.
consequences.
yeah, which like
have you ever flipped off somebody from your car who like the other person wasn't in a car? Because I feel
No.
like that would just be like punching down.
yeah.
I mean, I did once, but it was like the dude was like legitimate, like he was in the wrong in like
Yeah.
what he was doing, but he was like I'm not gonna move, and then whenever he did move, I flipped him off. But like, But yeah, I mean,
But you wanted him to move. So
Yeah,
why
he
would
did
why,
what you
why, why would
wanted.
you punish him for it?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that you're just conditioning the wrong behaviors.
now he understands if he moves, you're gonna be mad at him, so he's
Yeah.
gonna not move next
I
time.
don't want you to be angry at me. I'm just gonna stay here. Though I will say, there are lots of times whenever it's like there are some like the reason I don't ride. I used to ride a fucking like little not a penny board, but it's like a cruiser board.
Yeah.
Like, I used to ride a cruiser board around. I mean, I still have it somewhere. But I used to ride that all the time to like where I was going and everything like that. But I stopped because at a certain point I realized if there's not a fucking light, people will just like pull out. Like not just like pull up to the line. Like they will pull out expecting to be able to like turn right. And it's like, and the thing is like I get it. I'm going kind of fast and you probably can't see me like super immediately. But like you're not supposed to pull out until you look both ways. Like,
Yeah.
that's part of it. But people in LA have their own form of like driving etiquette, so much so that like cops don't even fucking stop you if you do something blatantly illegal as long as it's within that etiquette.
Well, while we were on tour in Reno,
Yeah.
No.
I almost got hit by a car that was like
Oh,
turning
yeah?
turning right on a red light.
Yeah.
Because they were like looking the other way, making sure there wasn't a car coming, and I was like in the crosswalk, like walking. But I was like, I noticed them creep up, and I was like, they're just gonna go, aren't they? And I was like in the crosswalk already. I was like, they're just gonna go, and I see them like just start to pull forward, and so I like smacked the hood of their car.
Yeah.
And they were like, ah!
Yeah. I mean, I actually skated into someone's like hood at one point because
Whoa.
I was riding and there was this lady and she pulled up and she stopped. And I was like, cool. Clearly she stopped. You know, there's a stop sign. I'm close enough that when she looks this way, she'll see that I'm coming.
Ooh, I have a
And
feeling
within
that's
the
not
0.5
what happened.
seconds of that thought, she did not look my way and continued to like inch forward. And I tried to move out of the way, but then she just and like I knocked onto her hood, and then she was like, "Oh my god!" And I was kind of just like I was fine. I wasn't really injured. I was like had a bruise, but like I was like fine. But I just like stood there for a second, and I was like, "Why don't you look where you're going?" And then
Yeah, in an instance
Yeah.
like that, if I'm not like hurt, I just go like so often though, if they don't full on hit me, if
Yeah.
I like tap their hood or if I get, because it's happened like 3 times where I like
Mhm.
tap they're creeping forward and I'm just like no, like I hit their hood
bad.
and I'm getting ready to like hop up onto their hood if they really move forward, but like every time that has happened except for once,
Yeah.
the person has been mad at me.
Oh my god.
yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
like, what are you doing in the crosswalk when it's your turn to go?
What are you
Shit,
doing?
I'm seeing what happened here.
I think you're missing the opportunity for an insurance scam there.
Yeah,
You just fall on the ground and you're like, oh, you hit me. You got me real good.
Yeah,
What are
and
you
it's
doing
like-
precisely
Oh.
where you should be on the crosswalk? Yeah.
Oh
it's-
dang!
It's especially if
you
if,
just
like,
hit me with your car. Jeepers.
Wow. I hope you're driving with insurance.
You almost hit Madeline. You almost hit someone coming out of the parking lot of the Mother Sonic while you were dressed in full Marceline cosplay.
Wow.
For an engine in high school.
Oh my god.
And Rocket Bobsled said, I work as a bike messenger and have had a handful of people intentionally try to hit me.
Oh yeah. Bike
Intentionally? Try to hit you?
God.
bike riders and motorcyclists really like it. Don't get me wrong. There are heightened risks with being a motorcyclist and
Yeah.
and a biker and whatnot. But riding a bicycle or a motorcycle in the city not only raises like those risks, but is also just like they're just hated by so many people for no goddamn reason. There's so many
Yeah.
videos that pop up on because like every now and then I get like police like abuse of power videos pop up on my TikTok, but like almost it never fails. Almost every session there's at least one video with a motorcyclist almost getting killed by a driver or like a cop doing something trying to give them a ticket and then being like, I didn't do that. And they're like, yeah, you did. I fucking saw you. And he was like, I literally have a cam that like
I have a
records my
camera.
fucking thing.
That can prove that I didn't do that.
Yeah, and then they're like, well, I'm gonna give it to you anyway. He's like, okay, cool. I'm gonna take it.
Cool.
to
I'm
court."
gonna go to court then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
It's just-
dispute it, and it's gonna get undone, and the city's gonna have to pay for my court like appearance, and okay, go for it.
Yeah.
You say like once in a while those things pop up on your TikTok. I willfully seek those out on YouTube. I accidentally have fallen into that. Like,
Yeah.
and it's bad, I think,
Yes.
because it just makes me angry.
Yeah,
It just makes me angry.
It makes you angry because you want to go out and you want to be like, what are you doing? But you can't do that. And
Yeah.
like even if you could, what would that fix?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I watch a lot of this will be the last thing I talk about. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I came in here and I just completely took over this whole.
It's what the people want.
Is it? I think they're here for
We're
Music
here
Monday.
for Communication Monday.
But
Just to talk.
Munitions Monday.
I end up I end up watching a lot.
No.
I end up watching a lot of those you know, the what are those called? The First Amendment people or whatever. The
The fucking cop watch, dude.
yeah, something there's a word for them. It's like a monitor, but like a whatever. It doesn't matter.
The
but
people who make a living off of basically like testing.
testing
cops,
laws,
yeah.
testing laws and testing cops, and like doing a fully lawful thing protected by like the First Amendment or otherwise, like recording a police station from the sidewalk or like that kind of stuff. They will, or walking down the street with an AR-15 and wearing all black, like for example,
Yeah.
to point out like the inconsistencies in the law and everything.
Yeah.
So they'll do that kind of stuff. All these people are white, by the way, for the most part.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, obviously, because
Yeah.
they.
If you are a black person who took on that job, I like that. That is. I'm not gonna tell you not to do it. Obviously, if you want to do it, but Jesus Christ, that takes some guts.
It's not the sovereign citizens, people, but I've also seen a video of a sovereign citizen, which the sovereign citizen video that I saw was of somebody saying that they were allowed to drive without a license because it is in the Constitution, like the freedom to travel, and sovereign citizens believe that driving a car, it falls under the umbrella of freedom to travel, so they don't need regulation to do that because it is a personal freedom. So I saw that video. I saw a video of a cop trying to handle that.
You seen that libertarian debate video?
Yes.
Where they're like, should people
What's
have
next?
driver's license?
Oh my God, yeah.
Toast in
Needing
your
a
own-
license to toast in your own damn toaster?
My favorite part of that video is fucking Gary Johnson at the end. It gets to him and he just goes like, a license to drive? I don't know. I'd like to see some competence exhibited before. Yeah, everybody just immediately boos him right there. He's like, okay. It's like,
Libertarian
wow.
Party is such a fucking joke. But yeah.
That's funny as hell. But yeah, but the stuff that I watch is like that kind of stuff, and it's like it is only like infuriating, and oftentimes I don't even like the people that are doing it.
Oh,
Because
Quentron is
they're
unreal.
kind of annoying and
We'll
like
link it.
and they're like high and mighty sort of, but like there is something about it,
Yeah.
and it's why I keep watching the darn videos of hearing someone just tell a cop to shut the fuck up. And it's like and the cop in most instances doesn't, but then like the end of the videos they're like because it gets like escalated and it's an unlawful arrest, and then like the person gets hurt or something or whatever, and they're like, yeah, this person ended up going to court and was awarded $87,000 from the city or something like that. I'm like, oh god, the poor city, because it's not like they're gonna hold the police accountable for it, so it's just like a bunch of money that's coming out of the city. But I mean, like maybe,
It should.
yeah,
It should come out of the police budget because that's the thing is that like if you
they're annoying, but they're annoying cops, so it works.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing is that like I don't support every single one of these groups that exist because some of them are some of them are a little bit like they're not approaching it in a way that I think is super helpful, but in a lot of ways I do think it is helpful because of the fact that like even some things that might be considered like annoying by a whole lot of people is
It told me to share a message.
but
Thanks, Boss Dog, for the Prime subscribe.
But I think that some of the aspects that may on the surface seem like really like annoying or like well obviously like I do think that there's a reasonable aspect to that because of the fact that like the logic that cops pull up so often for so many things that they do is based in this logic that so this supports the idea of like, oh, why do we look at the data? It's of like of when it would be appropriate to do this or what signs we should look for. It's clear that if you're like, well, for example, if you're wearing black and you have a gun, like I should arrest you. And it's like, while on the surface that seems like a reasonable statement,
Does it? Sorry, continue.
I mean, to a lot of people, if you ask them, if you see a person wearing all black walking down the street
With a
in
gun.
there,
Oh.
with a gun in there,
Yes.
They have a gun. Continue. I'm caught up. I was like,
So
if you
you're
have a-
wearing all black. I have a gun.
Yeah, I
need
was
to
like,
arrest
that's
you.
a reasonable. I'm so sorry.
You're wearing black.
Yeah, I'm like Lane. Okay,
Okay,
that's on my brain, not yours. Okay.
But that seems like a reasonable statement on the surface. But the truth is that like we have data that shows us like the biggest signs pointing towards like what to look for when you're trying to seek out and like predict a mass shooting. There's data on this. There's a ton of data on it. But the fact is that like they never look at it. The cops never look at that shit. And like half of our fucking politicians, whenever we talk about gun control, they don't look at that. They look at things that they can get away with passing that will appease people, the people that are moderate enough to just accept those things on the surface. And then whenever like a cop does something that's outrageous and whatnot, where they just like arrest someone because of like, well, you were wearing all black and it's clear you have a gun on your like on your waist and whatnot. Even if they have like a license to carry, even if they have a license to carry and it's open carry, it's like that's the thing. A cop shouldn't like sure a cop can like be in the vicinity keeping an eye on someone up, but that's not a reason for a cop to come and like detain a person and try to like arrest them. Because with that, it's literally, as far as cop logic, the same way they can say, "Oh, you're wearing a hoodie, and you're walking home alone at night.
Yeah.
That's suspicious. I can detain you, and then I can arrest you." And guess who happened to be most of those people? Black people.
Yeah.
And it's like, and that's the thing is that at the end of the day, it's a very shitty situation because as much as I've talked about my opinions on the current administration's ideas about their moves for gun control since the most recent mass shooting.
There's another one today, I believe, too.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I've expressed my opinion on this before, but I don't think what they're doing is useful. I think that they're literally ignoring the data that we have, and they're literally doing the most bare ass shallow stuff that will make no difference on the larger scale of things. Sure, it might like it will change things. It will not markedly and predictably make things better. And the problem is that feeds more into the idea of like the more that politicians are able to get away with making bullshit measures off of stuff that isn't backed by data, the more that cops can start referring to those things. And I think that that's a very important like tie-in is like understanding really what the data says about like, you know, for example, 60% of mass shootings, usually the person has committed some form of domestic violence. It's tried and true, and we find ways to let people who have committed domestic violence crimes keep guns. Most of them cops, and it's just like it keeps on being like a cycle because of the fact that they get away with doing this kind of stuff. But that's why I think it's important that like some of them like are annoying and a little slightly outlandish because it's like I said, surface level. I can see why some people would look at it and be like, well, but that guy, but he looks dangerous, and it's like. Yeah, but that's the you can't base a cop can't base that entire thing of like, well, I think they look dangerous, so I should detain them and arrest them. It's like it shouldn't matter what you think looks dangerous. It should matter what you're trained to.
And what sucks
is
is that's held up by the Supreme Court too, because they it was like I can't remember how long ago it was. This is actually the last thing I'm going to say on this, and we should get to some music. But because they literally like it used to be that they had to follow like the law in order for like a lawful detainment or something.
Yeah.
And then the Supreme Court gave them like levity in the sense of like, okay, if it's not by the books, but they're like a police officer's experience should come into play in any police encounter. And if like they have I think they even said like a gut instinct or something in their previous years of experience that would lead them to believe like this or that or this or that, we need to give them some leeway because they are the ones who do the job and we are not. So like it's basically, and it's funny because like in most instances I would be like at my like our warehouse job, we were as order pullers, I would always be like, I wish our managers would just like let us decide how we pulled orders and decide how we do things because like we understand the job better than them and we would be able to do stuff like so much better.
We're
But
not
it's
primarily in charge of safety and
yeah.
lives of people. You know?
Yeah, exactly. There's a difference of like when it's you're trying to do your job better and the opposite is like you feel threatened by every little thing that happens. Like
That's why
we could talk about this for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
Let's music Mondays.
You know,
I mean, that's why lawyers have shifted from the whole fight unlawful detainment to shut the fuck up anytime cops
Yeah.
come around. But yeah. What were you gonna say?
when I was a kid,
When I was
I thought that if you like saw a stop sign, that meant you were like done. Like it was like stop, kill the engine, continue on foot, had a good run while it lasted.
so you're like we have to avoid these stop signs.
Yes.
Dad, what are you doing? You're headed right for a stop sign.
Father, I've seen the future.
You just have to walk until you find your way into a new life.
Did
You're
you
just
ever
like,
did you ever
what you were
hear
is
that
done.
that rumor of if
Does Bruno Mars is gay?
Oh,
did you ever hear that rumor of like
Yeah.
a stop sign is like all red with the letters,
Yeah.
that's one where you have to stop at completely. But if it's a stop sign with like a white rim around it,
Yeah.
that's like basically a yield.
I think I've heard that.
That's a
before, yeah.
rumor. That's not true.
That's not true.
It's
That-
not a
but
it's not a
when
real
I was
thing.
when I was
It
young,
might be true in some small towns.
when I was younger, before I drove, thank goodness before I was driving, because I was very gullible as a young person, but I was not driving a motor vehicle at the time. But I heard that and I was like, really? Like, why wouldn't they just make it a yield then? And the person was like, it was before they made yield signs. And they didn't want to go around and replace all of them. So yeah, they're the stop signs. And like, I don't know if you know this, but like no stop sign is just all red.
Yeah.
So it's red. All of them are red with like white around. So yeah,
Oh my
horrible,
God.
horrible.
The rumor come out. Does stop sign as yield?
The stop sign is yield.
Okay. Let's take a listen. Let's take a listen.
There's
to
a
what we
stop
have.
sign I used to drive by on the way to the lake that someone spray painted Coney on, and it got funnier every year.
Damn.
Oh my god. So yeah, let's take a listen to what we have. Like I said, I've added some stuff in between.
Cool.
but yeah, let's just take a listen.
But I have to get my pasta when I listen earlier.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, cool.
I don't have anything besides this little sentence part.
You need some.
And then a build up on the.
Wait. I want y'all to hear that.
Oh,
specifically.
okay.
good.
I like that rhythm.
Dum, dum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Jesus.
And then this is the section of DJ.
I would have not listened to that part before.
Oh, cool. What is the GF and GF?
Maybe there was other stuff,
for?
Lane, that we didn't play earlier.
Oh yeah,
that
there was stuff that
Nothing. It doesn't.
Okay. Cool, then I would like to hear it.
Nothing stands for anything. Letters are just letters.
If you don't stand for something, you fall for everything.
anything.
You fall for everything.
You'll fall.
Fall for anything.
I'll
If you don't-
I'll start from the end of the.
If you don't-
If you don't stand
Okay.
for something, you'll sit.
Remember this from last time? Shh, wait. I want to hear what's on it.
No, you want to hear me?
I had little things like this too.
Okay.
And then the section after this is pretty bare. It's just a synth line.
Cool. Cool.
Bum, bum, bam, dum, bum, ba, da, ba, da, bum, bum, ba, da, ba. Yeah, that needs some bass.
Yeah.
Probably need some bass, and then and then the drums can come in to do that.
Yeah.
Can we put some pesto gnocchi on the track?
Can we put some
Some pesto gnocchi on the track?
Do you have some pesto gnocchi right now?
You got what?
Pesto gnocchi for the track?
What?
Some pesto what?
Do you have pesto gnocchi right now?
Yeah, can we put some pesto gnocchi on the track?
Where did you get pesto gnocchi?
Some guy just dropped it off outside so I could have it.
Wait, where'd you get that from?
Postmates?
You know what we're asking.
I made a call earlier. Granted, I did say, does anybody want Taco Bell? But
Yeah.
I
instead
know,
was
but
ordering
that's
food. No one said anything except for Jay, who said
Because you
no.
said Taco Bell!
Well, you could if you had said no, but I'm hungry. Then maybe I would have kept you in my plan. But
Oh,
I didn't
I'm
know
not
if you were
hungry
interested at
either.
all. William clearly would have wanted to be.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not terribly hungry, but pesto
There was,
gnocchi
I did
sounds
not get
great.
remotely enough of a reaction to want to stop the flow of conversation.
Your question wasn't anybody want food. Your question was, wait, who wants Taco Bell?
You ever had Little Tony's?
You ever had Taco Bell?
You can die. It's possible. You ever had Little Tony's?
Pizza nearby, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have some.
Put some
Good
slap back on the
abs.
master track.
Yeah, I've only ever been there in person.
Yeah.
Put some slap back on the master track,
Okay.
sucker.
I think I think that this bass sound is a little too aggressive.
Oh, I'll make you a bass sound. Hey, Lane, I'll make you a bass sound.
I mean, I want to see if
Let Jay show you the bass sound.
Let me show you the bass sound. I got a bass sound.
okay.
Yeah.
I don't skate. I've never been good at it. I get on a board and I freak out.
Yeah.
It makes me scared.
I fractured my wrist almost at one point, and so I stopped skateboarding.
I longboarded once, twice, 3 times a lady.
Yeah, I never
Yeah.
skateboarded, but when I did an enormous kickflip into the sun, and it was the end.
So
It
what
was really
you?
cool, and everybody
Wait, hold
loved
on. You're crushing these XLR cables over here.
I thought you were gonna say chips,
Okay.
and I was gonna be like, "Why do you have your chips on the floor?"
Are you doing it? Or what are you doing?
Huh?
What's going on, Lane?
Huh?
What's going on?
Oh, can I sit there?
No,
Can I sit in the captain's chair?
no.
What?
I am the captain.
I'm the captain.
I'm the captain.
I'm the
now.
captain now. Look at me.
That actor's from Minnesota.
Really?
Yep.
So is Prince.
I'm sure.
Bob
So is
Dylan.
I wrong? Wait, Bob Dylan's from Minnesota?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Buddy Holly's from Lubbock, Texas. No one cares.
Buddy Holly's
yeah?
from Lubbock, Texas.
Buddy Holly's from Lubbock, Texas.
Well, I don't know that.
That's exactly everybody's reaction. Because Lubbock, Texas wasn't like a major part of his like
Major part.
it wasn't like a super well known thing. So like Lubbock, Texas,
You-
they built a statue of him and like constantly.
You don't have this preset, like I can change this, huh?
Yeah, you can change that.
Oh, bring out the Kelly Clarkson flex. Yeah, I went to high school with Kelly Clarkson, and we, lived in the same hometown. And her mom was my brother's teacher in like 3rd grade.
Is your high school is enormous, right?
What is enormous?
Big enough
I
where like
mean-
Kelly Clarkson. Wait, you went to high school with Kelly Clark? Isn't Kelly Clarkson like?
I went to the same high school as Kelly.
Okay, I was gonna say you're young.
I am not that young.
No, you're not much younger than me, but
Yeah.
we're both younger than Kelly
young.
Clarkson.
I'm 303.
To answer your real question, I got it from Pimp My Pasta. That's what
that's
it's called.
Cool. Hell yeah, there it is. Yeah, she's like 40.
She's 40. Damn.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm taking Ab and Grunt at their word.
We had this one place.
Did you know I went to the same community college as
Okay.
Post Malone?
Yeah?
I just learned this recently.
You went to the same community college as Post Malone. Were you there at the same time?
I don't know. I don't know when he went there.
Fair enough. What's up, Lane?
So, as I was saying,
Did you? No.
I swear to God.
Puts a flat back on the mess.
The thing is, like, in LA, like, you say shit like this and it doesn't mean anything because it's, like, impossible to not see fucking celebrities here, you know?
What were you saying, Lane?
Yeah. So anyway, it just reminded me that we had an Italian fast food restaurant in Lubbock,
Okay, fuck
Texas
this
called Fazoli's.
That's here, too.
It's here.
Yeah. I went to one in California. I mean, not in LA, but, like, that way.
Okay.
Wait.
What?
North? No, north. The east. Not
Okay.
northeast. It's east. I was just trying to find north.
Jay, you're gonna dox us.
Yeah, you're helping them triangulate.
Yeah, they're gonna find the fucking local Fazoli's and be like,
There's not even a local Fazoli's. I went to Fazoli's once when I was going way the hell out to somewhere.
I have
don't
to
know.
hear what the fuck you're bringing this up for, Lane, please.
I was just gonna talk about how it's pretty crappy
Oh,
in terms of like food. So it's
fair enough.
and it's like of all the food that you
How
would
do I
want
need
to
to
eat,
do it?
of all the food that you're like, I'm willing to compromise on like subpar like food, you know, and make it fast food. Italian's not one of the things that I feel like, you know.
Italian is all about good ingredients and simple recipes.
Good pizza.
Better
Papa
pizza.
John's.
Yeah.
Better ingredients, better pizza. Mm,
better ingredients, better pizza.
You know what's good?
I've been fighting my whole life not to say slurs.
I've eaten 30 pizzas
I've eaten 30 pizzas.
in the past 20 days. What was the number? It was like there's like 30 or 40 pizzas in like 20 something days.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Dude, that
ungodly
you know
like
what? If he can eat as many pizzas as he wants, as long as his mouth is stuffed with food and not slurs. Am I right?
Who Papa?
Yeah.
Papa?
Yeah, we're
Papa?
talking about Papa.
You're talking about Papa from John's?
Yeah.
We're talking about Papa of John's.
Yeah.
Papa de John's.
Papa de
What is it about? What is it about Papa John's? Like, what is that smell? You know what I'm talking about?
I do. You know what?
Like every time
Unfortunately, it's racism.
if I walk into a room where there is Papa John's, I don't think, "Oh, pizza." I think, "Oh, Papa John's pizza."
Yeah.
I don't think I could tell apart like Pizza Hut or Domino's or whatever, but if it's Papa John's, like I know that scent so specifically.
I mean,
It's not even like I eat a lot of it. I
Yeah.
don't eat that kind of pizza because it isn't
Racist
good.
pizza.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say like a lot of fast food restaurants just have like some particular smell. Like I worked at McDonald's when I was like fucking 16, so it's like there's a particular smell the inside of McDonald's has that I recognize. And same thing with Panda Express. I go into Panda Express and I immediately smell the specific things that I used to smell when I worked there.
Yeah, Subway.
Yeah.
So I can't go into
I
a.
mean, Subways all have like
Here's the thing though.
smell.
Oh God, am I gonna? I like the smell of Subway.
Yeah, it's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just
I like Subway smell. I like their bread.
Mm-hmm.
You like their bread?
I like their bread.
Okay.
It doesn't taste like bread.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
It
It's
tastes.
technically a cake.
I don't prefer.
Oh,
their
yeah,
bread,
that's
but I
right,
do
it
like
is. I like it. I think it tastes good.
I'll eat it. You know.
And I even
maybe.
worked at a Subway.
I mean, I'll eat it.
I worked at a Subway for like 6 months.
You know what I like more though? I
And
like
I-
the wraps.
You like the wraps?
I like the wraps more because they have this.
Do your favorite one right now.
$5. $5.
$5
fuck yeah.
$5 fuck yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, they had this Chipotle wrap that was no, it was a habanero.
Chipotle.
It was a habanero wrap.
Habanero?
Yeah, it was a habanero wrap.
Habanero wrap?
Habanero wrap. And
A hob and yarrow.
I would put jalapenos on it, and I would always get the chicken bacon ranch.
Chicken bacon ranch is a good one.
Yeah.
I'll get the chicken bacon ranch.
Bacon ranch.
Can we make it? Can we make it?
Chicken bacon ranch on the Subway wrap.
I'm just gonna like that. Is that good
Ooh.
with you?
That's my favorite villager's voice.
Yeah, as long as it's fast enough to get across in an eighth note.
Is that low enough for the bass?
And I can make it lower. Whatever. It's a keyboard. It's got a lot of notes. I can play lower. Whatever.
It's got a lot of notes.
It's got a lot of notes. That's interesting. I don't know. It's whatever. It's like no, get out of here, Fred.
Have you seen
Little Caesars taste
William,
so good when someone isn't telling you it's nasty. I agree.
Have you seen William? Have you seen the thing where that guy's crossing the street in New York and he's like, I'm in New Yorker, and then like, and someone like stops him and grabs my neck. He's like, stop talking like that. New Yorkers do not talk like that. And then like she like starts walking away, and he like loses the camera. And he's like, hey, what's the matter with her? And she like starts running back and grabs him.
That's very funny. That's pretty funny.
That is pretty funny.
Another unlocked memory. I took horseback riding lessons as a kid, and barn policy was that if you fell off a horse, you had to buy everyone pizza. Ate a lot of Little Caesars there. Yeah, get some hot and ready.
If you fell off of a horse, you had to buy everyone pizza?
Yeah, as punishment.
As punishment for falling off the horse?
It's
Yeah.
not that hard. I don't know. I'm just
Just
saying.
just love the horse, and
Here's
you'll
the deal.
stay.
Horses scare me.
Yeah.
They're too big.
Blah,
they're,
blah.
blah, blah. They're too big.
Horses scare me. Blah blah.
They're too big. They're too strong, and they don't know that they don't know that they can kill you in an instant.
They
I don't
know.
I don't know about
They
that.
know.
No, when
They've talked about it,
it's-
William.
yeah.
They have meetings.
You ever look
in
a
the
horse in the eyes? I'm
holes.
pretty sure they know
Yeah, they
exactly
know.
what they can do.
Well, that's the issue, though. They're scary.
I gotta get hyper.
I had a friend.
Ignore me.
You're good. I had a friend in
Gotta get
college who I was dating. No, it was high school. I was dating someone in high school, and I went to visit her family, and I was meeting them kind of for the first time. It was an extended family. She didn't. She lived with them, like, whatever. No more information about her.
What was her address again?
What's your social security number?
North. No, but I was talking to this like younger cousin of hers. She was like 13 at the time, and I was like 18. And we were just talking, and they had horses out on, because this is in the country in Minnesota, out in the country, rural Minnesota, I said, is where I'm from. And she was just like recounting, like, after getting, like, I showed up, she's riding a horse, she gets off the horse to come greet me. And she leaves, and then like her older sister was like talking about, oh yeah, she loves horses, which is surprising because like a horse kicked her in the skull when she was like 8, and it broke her like skull open, and she had to get like extensive surgery, and like there was a risk of like permanent brain damage and stuff, but she was fine. And I was just like,
Yeah, I mean that's why you don't walk around the back of horses unless you're intentionally trying to do something at the back of the horse.
hello, El Toro.
Hello, it's me, Glass Beach.
Opened her brain and it made her a horse girl.
Yeah, gotta approach it with an open mind, you know.
It's like it's like Spider-Man, but horse.
Did everyone give enough respect to what Jay just said?
What did you say?
What?
I said you gotta approach it with an open mind.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
She's better, right?
Yeah, she's
Okay.
She's great. She's great. She's
She loves
doing great.
horses now.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. The animals that I have a legitimate like caution or fear of are not so much animals that could hurt me, but animals that I like. Animals that I know have some sort of instinctual thing that would cause them to ever attack me. Like tigers, lions. I love them.
Bears.
Yeah,
my!
all of those animals.
Shark.
I think
Shark.
are great, and there are certain types of bears that are
Shark.
a lot less aggressive. Like polar
Hey,
bears.
I
Shark is
Like,
not a bear.
Jesus Christ.
We've
I
had this
wanna
conversation
know.
so many fucking times.
I want to know Lane's opinion on shark.
Lane is trying to tell me about
Yeah.
tigers and lions and some other stuff.
What else?
Sharks are fine. Just don't fucking freak out when they're around you. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, like bees.
Yeah. I mean, sharks are literally
Sharks are literally bees.
sharks are the
They're just
bees
water
of the sea.
bees. Yeah.
Yeah, just some water bees.
Yeah, sharks are fine. I'm not afraid of sharks like inherently.
I'm
Like,
afraid
I'm
of
sure if
sharks.
someone showed up and be like, "Oh damn, that's probably not good," but I would stay calm because it's like that's what you're supposed to do. But like I'm talking about like a tiger, you could sit there and be as non-threatening as possible.
And it would kill you.
And well, it's not guaranteed. There's some tigers that are more conditioned to domestication and stuff like that due to like conservation and whatnot.
That's
But
a big
like at
cat.
a certain point, there is something in a tiger that at a certain point, if you're not always watching it and always super careful, it might just decide, hey, hungry, and
Yeah.
attack. And some bears are like that. Like not all bears. There's some types of bears that are a lot more docile than others. But
Sure.
But like polar bears, I would never go near a polar bear.
Grizzly bears are
Too
pretty
cold
bad
up there,
too.
huh?
Grizzly bears are pretty.
There's a brown bear. One of
I
the
appreciate bears for their like natural sense of beauty and wonder, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for the most part that like
You know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. I shouldn't say that. Hold on. You know that bears like to just look at beautiful landscapes? Like this is like a commonly observed behavior in bears.
Oh, I did not know that.
oh yeah,
like-
there's a ton of videos of like people camping out and like hanging out, and then a bear will come along and like sit next to them, just like look out.
Yeah, they like to just observe nature and be like cool.
Hell yeah.
But the reason why I'm legitimately like cautious of bears is because I forgot it was the fucking what the guy's name was, the bear man or something like that. But like
Grizzly
Yeah.
man.
Grizzly man and like that whole thing.
I don't remember
was
his
legit.
name either.
Yeah, they kept going out and taking care of these bears and whatnot, and get like sort of letting them know that they were there and whatnot. And they would like interact with the bears. And there was one point where the bears were very hungry, and it was also mating season,
Yeah.
which mating season's always a bad time to have certain animals around. And they broke into their house and killed them, and yeah, so stuff like that, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like also, and there are some animals that like at first mention probably don't elicit that fear, but like I still feel like hippos.
Yeah.
Hippos.
But Lane, what if the shark had your
No,
face?
hippos
Would
scare
that
the
scare
shit
you, Lane?
Yeah, if you were in the water and you
If there's
turned
a shark
and
on
the
your
shark had
face,
your
would you
face,
just think, okay, I
Shark
remember my
on-
advice, just stay calm and don't thrash. There's a shark on my face.
A shark on my face.
Shark has your face.
Shark
Madeline
has-
said it. I don't know. I'm just a messenger. Don't shoot
Oh,
me.
a shark has my face.
What
Well,
if
at that point, I've already fucked.
Oh, wait. What if it had your face, like, on its body? I think
Yeah.
is what she means.
Oh,
Yeah.
if it had my face, well, then that's just a Junji Ito story. Of course, I'd be scared.
Yeah.
You look
But,
in the mirror and a shark looks back. That's the scariest thing.
You look in the
Would you
mirror
rather-
and the shark looks back. You put some slap back on the master track, a sucker.
Would you rather to be a shark out in the world with your face, or you had the face of a shark now?
A shark out in the world with my face. Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? They're gonna run your good name into the ground, William. They're gonna eat so many people right in public.
It
They have-
sounds like you're not listening. Sharks are actually pretty non.
William, check it out though. You're a rock star, right? You end up in rock star situations. You think people stay calm and stable in rock star situations? No, that shark's gonna freak out and eat your fans.
Wait, the
Look,
shark's
here's
in the
thing.
water.
Here's
Fans go swimming, and also shark can walk
here's the thing. John.
No.
on its fins.
I'm not afraid of a shark having my face. I'm afraid of a boar having my face.
Mm.
Boars are fucking terrible. Like they are both kind of scary, but also very fucking destructive and terrible. If you come across a boar, you do not fight it because those things are damn near bulletproof. They can kill you, and they are just aggressive as all hell.
I just need to say this right now, Lane. Just before I say it, I do not mean what I'm about to say at all.
Okay.
It's all for the joke.
Okay.
If you ask me, Lane, this is the thing that I don't mean. Coming now. If you ask me, Lane, a boar already has your face. Because you're boring me to death.
I can't believe you mean that.
You're a major
Yeah, I
bore.
can't-
William, I can't believe you said that
William White
earnestly.
said that with
Hold
complete
on.
honesty and genuine intent.
Lane, hey, look at me, Lane. I'm here for you no matter what. I am.
Jesse, Jonas.
I don't mean it.
And I also didn't mean what I said. No, I am. I really am. I really am.
You can't do it after. That's
You're right. It
just
doesn't work
mean.
that way. You're right. Let me go back, Lane. I mean what I'm about to say. I'm here for you, buddy. I'm here for you.
Look at the
You're right. You're right. I mean what I'm about to say. I fucking hate you. I mean,
Oh fuck! I'm getting twisted. I'm sorry.
but yeah. Hippos. Hippos are dangerous as shit. No.
Hippos are dangerous.
I have a bass sound.
Silverback gorillas are dangerous.
Silverback gorillas. Here's the big thing. Just
Ooh.
don't stand up. Don't look at them in the eyes, and don't pound your chest. Those are the biggest things.
So how
Sit down and show it your
how
butt.
do you expect me?
You child pose facing away
How
from
do you
it.
expect me
bare
not
ass.
to beat my chest, Lane? you know
There's a
me.
gorilla in front of me.
Okay, you've got a bass tone.
Don't show your teeth to a gorilla. You think it's just smiling, but really you're just saying, "Look at how much I can bite you."
Yeah.
Well, it's,
Look at how many
that's
teeth
actually
I
a
have.
misconception. It's because all gorillas used to be dentists, and they're mad to recollect such a time.
But
Ah.
yeah, if
Yeah,
you-
they're done being dentists.
They're like, no more.
If you look at a lot of nature photographers who are like get approached by a gorilla, it's like you'll see them do what they're exactly supposed to do. They sit down, they look away, and they just don't do anything. Because literally that's the biggest thing. As long as you don't do anything that's perceived as threatening, silverback gorillas aren't going to inherently just like attack.
How do I not do anything that could be perceived as threatening?
You just sit there and look down. They don't.
Then why would I go to be around a silverback gorilla? You tell me.
You
wanna see
brought
it.
it up, William.
I'm saying they're dangerous.
They can be
dangerous.
but they are. That's the thing. I'm saying that it's the same situation with sharks.
You love animals too much. You give them far too much leeway, Lane.
You know, gorillas are
Okay, Professor X.
gorillas are fine. Gorillas are fine. You don't need to worry about them.
Gorillas are in the same category as
Gorillas are
sharks.
fine,
Okay.
but silverback gorillas
Yeah,
are dangerous to.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't f with them.
I
is what I'm
saw
saying.
this video.
They shouldn't
Actually,
be killed, but just
I
don't
saw-
talk to them.
I saw several. There's like
They're
this.
sharks.
There's like this YouTube channel where it's like somebody who like lives like near like where gorillas and chimpanzees and shit like naturally live in the wild, and they just put up this giant mirror in the middle of the jungle, and like when like a baby gorilla goes up to it, they're like, oh, another baby gorilla to play with, and they like play with their reflection and stuff. And like whenever it's a female or like a non-silverback male, it's kind of similar, just like, oh, that's a gorilla. When it's a silverback gorilla, they immediately try to like kill their reflection or at least intimidate it.
I saw I've seen the video of that like the silverback gorilla like just rushing it as fast as it can, and then like stopping just short of it and like veering off because it thinks the other gorilla is also like charging it. and then coming back around and like pounding its chest, and then like rushing the mirror again, and like never hitting the mirror, but like keeping like going forward and being like, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Fuck you up. Go fuck you.
I mean, what that's telling me, because Madeline is saying one time at the zoo, I was watching a mama gorilla feed her baby, and the dad came out of nowhere and slapped the glass right in front of my face. It sounds like the dad wouldn't have done that if you didn't carry the intensity of a silverback gorilla or the power of a silverback gorilla.
I mean, here's the real question, Madeline. Did the gorilla have your face?
Oh.
And did it smack the glass right in front of its face, which is your face? You
I will say too,
ever think about that?
moose. Moose are scary.
Oh yeah, my aunt, when she was still alive, got like bucked off of her motorcycle like by a moose in Alaska
Moose will fuck you up.
or
I've got a
something.
bass tone I want to use.
Moose will fuck you up, like beyond belief. You never want to approach a moose if you can avoid it, because they will run at you. And here's the thing. Here you go, Jay.
That's right, meese. Sorry.
The only way to scare off, or the main way to scare, not the only way, the main way to scare off a moose is to pick up something big to make you look like a large, intimidating creature and to yell at it at the top of your lungs as it rushes you.
That works on most people, too.
I gotta be 100% honest. If I'm ever in the wild and I encounter any type of scary, potentially violent creature, I'm not gonna remember if it's one of the ones where I'm supposed to play dead and act harmless, or one of the ones that I'm supposed to intimidate.
I would
I'm
just try to
probably gonna
get
get
away
it
before
wrong.
it sees me. Yeah, my goal is always just like, don't be near it.
Yeah.
Move.
Yeah. Move.
Yeah, just
Like into a new house.
yeah, just getting the fuck out of there.
Oh, I saw a bear!
I'm moving to Delaware.
That's
Yeah.
pretty
I will never move to Delaware. Nothing wrong with Delaware. I'm just not, there's so many places. It's low on my list.
I think it's one of the only states that I don't remember a thing about.
I think it's where our current United States president is from.
Really?
I think so.
Is Corn Popples from there?
I mean, I suppose he would be if Joe Biden is. I don't know. Whatever. I think in SoCal we're supposed to intimidate most things. That is not going to go well for most people in SoCal.
Yeah.
I would describe SoCal as an unintimidating region.
Oh,
People-wise.
Blaine, this one has like instant release. So just make those fucking MIDI notes exactly as long as you want them to be. I think those are a little short.
No, these are as long as the
The chords?
as the synth line.
Okay, then maybe it just has too much resonance. I don't know. It's got a little too much of the wop, 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 wop. I don't know. What do y'all think? You think it's a good amount of wub?
I can't tell yet.
I can't
Okay.
tell yet either.
Okay.
Isn't it? I think it's a little bit too much wub.
You just pull up serum and just turn down the resonance a little bit.
Hey, when are y'all free for an interview this
On
week?
the right, on the filter. When
I
are we
don't
free
know.
for an interview? I don't know. Anytime that I'm not doing something related to this band, basically.
Do they have any windows? Whatever this is,
And
and how long?
They I don't know how long, but they just said they're free, like, and working from home, so everything's really flexible. So
Is this the thing we were talking about earlier, or is this?
yeah, I'm not gonna say what it is,
Do I
but
know
it-
about this?
maybe.
Was it something you're only talking about today?
Yes.
Then no.
Okay.
I have no idea what this is.
It's in our email if you want to take a
Okay.
look at it.
I don't know. It depends on how long I need to be free for.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah. Real low.
I'll-
Real low. This
I'll
shit
ask.
works real low.
That's a good question, Jonas. I didn't even think to ask that.
The tritone and the bass.
It says short.
What?
It says a short
Short
interview.
interviews.
Yeah.
What's so funny about what I said, Lane?
just the idea.
I know it said
Try
short,
turning
but
the
I-
bass.
Yeah.
kinda
that
wanna-
No,
doesn't-
I mean
of
that's a
course.
thing that I really like. It's
We can do that if you want.
yeah.
It's just yeah. We can try it.
Well, I mean, I don't know what that chord is, so I don't know if it fits.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, it totally doesn't fit like what.
Oh, you've got like an A major 7 there. Yeah. You want an A. What the hell are you doing? Put a tritone in the bass.
Motherfucker.
That's pretty cool. I like
I
it.
think I'm free like pretty much all of Thursday. I'll be doing yoga at some point, but we can maybe schedule that around whenever this
Oh,
is.
Thursdays.
Stand-up
Yeah,
Sunday.
Thursday's a pretty good day.
This may end up sounding fucked up and not good.
Hey, it's your rodeo.
Do you have it on the 30-second note upbeat?
Yeah, I was wondering how that would sound.
You think you like syncopation? I'll show you fucking syncopation. I've never even heard the song that I'm playing. I don't even know what beat I'm going against.
I mean, that's a plan.
Huh?
What you just described is a plan we have.
Oh, yeah?
That feeling. Yeah. Playing a song you can't hear.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That would be cool. I mean, I feel like if you establish a key and then just play for a little bit without hearing any of the other parts and nobody hears anybody else's part.
Yeah.
I don't know. You might get something.
Just do the interview during yoga. Yeah, if we're all doing yoga, maybe that's the interview, you know?
Yeah.
No.
That's an interesting. What's the chord? What's the chord you got there? E? You got an E? You got an E? You got a. Oh no! You got some kind of A5 chord there.
Yeah, it's a.
I say. Wait, what's the next chord? What's the next chord?
The next chord is F sharp.
Oh, that's like an F sharp 5. I think that you want. I don't know. You know what? You're fine with the E. It's like an A over E. Maybe yeah, let me hear it.
Y'all see this?
I feel like
Yeah, that one feels weird.
Y'all see this Rina Sawayama Tiny Desk?
No.
It just came out today. It's like one of the best Tiny Desks I've ever seen.
Whoa, that's saying a lot.
And I watch a lot of Tiny Desks.
There's a lot of good ones.
It's so good.
Let's watch it right now.
Yeah, let's put it on.
I like that. No, I like
You
that
like that?
dissonance. Can I hear it? I think that last chord,
one.
D. Make it well. Actually,
I like it. I like D.
can I give you an oddball choice?
sure.
Make it a G. And then like make that last one like halfway through it walk up to F sharp. Like no, I mean the one before it. The root note. No, the root note before it, before the G. That one. The E. Make the second half of the E be an F sharp. I just want to hear it. Whoa, okay, that's a little zany. Maybe up the octave. I love the word zany.
It was better with the D and like everything.
Yeah.
I think.
I actually like it on F sharp.
No.
Well, then make that walk up chromatic. Then I don't know.
Can you put it back on D for a second just to hear it?
So this is D. And then this is F sharp.
It's a matter of context.
Yeah,
I think.
I would have
'Cause
to
I
hear it in
think
context.
the
Yeah.
D is less resolved. The F sharp is more resolved.
Yeah.
Let's do the D then, because this is.
Well, can we hear it all straight through? To
And I
hear it in
think
context?
I think you need.
I think you should not do the chromatic walk up.
I mean, you can.
Oh yeah. I don't want to do too much chromaticism in this.
You can chromatically walk down.
Yeah, you're right. This is like smooth
Yeah.
jazz, not
Yeah.
jazz.
Yeah. City pop.
I Southern
Yeah.
Wolf.
Yeah.
Hi, Saturn Wolf.
I mean,
Oh,
everybody
oh.
knows that city pop is just the good version of smooth jazz.
Good version. Of...
I love that first one.
I feel like that last one should go up.
Nah, it's gotta go. It's gotta go somewhere besides the D and besides the F sharp. You've got like an F sharp, F sharp 5 chord. I think you should make it a B. Make it a B. Make it a B. We're gonna do sus chord. Yeah, no, that's sick. That's it right there.
Let's hear it all.
I don't like this.
Are you kidding me? That's my favorite
Oh,
part.
it's so good.
I like it.
That's my favorite part. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's awesome. It's so
Yeah.
it's so
That's the best part
it's
of
so
the
tense.
whole thing. It's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
I honestly
take
think you
that-
can stay on it
if I
double.
Take that G sharp. Take that G sharp. No, you let go of that C sharp. You grab that G sharp. You take the second half of it and move it up to a B. And now it will sound good. Yeah.
Mm.
I think the last two those last two notes of that E, move them down to D. The E. Yeah. The last two notes of that, move that down to D. There you go. Oh, maybe that will work better. I don't know.
I feel like you can barely hear it.
Yeah, I like that.
I think
I like
this-
it less.
I like it less too.
You like it less with the D?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think this D needs to change.
No,
No?
I think it doesn't.
I
need to
disagree
change.
as well. I
Yeah,
like
I
that
like
part
it.
too.
I feel like it sounds a little too like tense is the thing.
Cause
like-
I mean, it's only 2 tenths if the release is not good.
Sure. I think it's mainly that it's tense for too long, I feel like is the big thing.
Okay. Well,
Look,
I
look
was
here,
literally
though,
thinking.
because-
I was literally thinking you could make it twice as long. That's literally. I was thinking it would be cool to stay on that twice as long as we were.
Well, that's the thing is that like I feel like when it comes to this song,
yeah.
tension is something that we have to use like very carefully.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think that is
Yeah.
careful use of tension. Personally.
Can we hear it as it
Yeah.
currently is?
I feel like you can be on it twice
It
as
only
long.
feels tense to me,
I
like
feel like
right
you can
on
be
that
on it twice as
E
long.
or that C.
It reminds me of like Akira, like
Well, what could be twice as long?
the I don't know what note that is. Hold on.
The D?
That hold on. Yeah, that.
Oh, the C sharp.
I mean,
Oh yeah, wait. Make it
Mm.
Play it again.
wait. No, wait, William's onto something. Do that and make that E in the next measure a D. And then keep that B there, because it's epic.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Make that a D there. Yeah. 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 And I said make that a D, but I meant B. You know what I meant. Make that D a B.
Can you also make the last two notes of the is it a D? No, of the C sharp a B? I think that's what I mean. Yeah.
That one?
like this.
Yeah, just the last two. So da 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 da. You know?
Oh,
Just this last Yeah. I think that's what I'm hearing.
I think
And the B needs to walk down to an A.
this B.
That B? Yeah. Those last 4, that's an A. Yeah. Oh, you moved the muted ones.
That's Okay, yeah, I like that.
And then you land on a G sharp. I don't know.
How do we feel about this walk up? I think could be slightly different.
Okay.
Okay, change the B to a D. Yep, that's the only way to make it good. There you go.
What do you
Well,
think,
play
Lane?
it in context. Play it in context.
Yeah, play it in context, but then what are you thinking, Lane?
I just want to try out some stuff.
Cool.
Okay.
Because I don't
Yeah.
I don't my mind doesn't immediately jump to like this note. It's more like I'm gonna put it here and see how this sounds.
Okay, change the D to E.
That works.
Uh,
We would have to hear it in context again because it's going from E to
E.
something else and then right back to E, and I do want to hear what that sounds like.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I like that
You
note
like
though.
the D there?
I like
We'll
that.
put the D there and then make that E into a G sharp.
I
'Cause
like.
then
I
you
liked
have
what
it.
you
You
did.
have it leading from the
I
fourth
like.
below.
I like what you just did, Lane. Well, no, the thing right before that.
Yeah.
But then instead of the E, make that something else.
G sharp. Lower G sharp. Yeah, because that'll resolve nicely to the C sharp. Yeah, I like that.
I think it's too big of a jump is the thing.
Can I hear it in
Yeah, sure.
context?
Yeah, let's-
I love that.
Can I hear it in the higher octave, just in context?
I don't think it's too high a jump.
Yeah,
I like it lower.
and I like it higher. So we fight to the death.
Put it in the middle. Put it in the middle.
Put it in the middle.
in the middle.
Yeah.
Fucking-
I mean,
That sounds bad.
I like it with the E.
Yeah, I like it.
prefer the G
I
sharp.
like it with the E,
Okay.
but only when we aren't hearing the E right beforehand.
Oh.
In context, it just sounds like it's walking.
Well, what if we
it's
start with
staying,
G
it
sharp?
walks down and walks back up.
Lane, D G sharp. Definitely D G sharp. 100%. I am not.
Can I try some stuff?
Yes, you can, but it will pale in comparison to D and G sharp. I am set in that being what I think sounds best. Though.
I think the best version was what we had a bit ago before we came back to this part. I really liked the.
I don't even remember
low.
what that was.
I almost feel like it's changing too much. It's like it's gotta be like a more steady.
I feel like we should try something like E and then D and then G sharp. I like that because you have a D followed by a G sharp.
He is definitely.
Welcome, Swamp Child. Thanks for hanging out while you can.
Hey, wait a minute.
Ooh.
I did like that.
That was pretty cool. I prefer
Yeah.
that higher.
I like that higher. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
was
should
good,
undo.
Yeah, it's very friendly sounding.
This is what I was talking about. Is like I just like I don't immediately like to
Well-
suggest notes for my ideas. I like to just drag things around a little
bit.
I mean, if
Sure,
I'm
I'm not-
suggesting something, it's because I hear it in my head.
And also, me saying like what you just did was good is not me saying that it is better or worse than what Jay was coming up with. I'm not.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just explaining that like that's why I'm not immediately like, well, I'm gonna do this because it's like I don't know where I'm going with my idea, and just a lot of the time.
No, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Hi, Bella Boy. Welcome.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that.
Sort of a triadic kind of movement.
Yeah, I dig it.
I-
Yeah.
Personally, like it more.
Yeah, that's
than the
fine.
other one, but
I'm fine with it.
are you all cool with that?
I like it, so I'm not gonna tell you to not do it.
If
I don't remember, nor do I think we fully realized what Jay's idea was, and I
Yeah.
do not care.
I mean, I can.
I still like my idea more, but I'll compromise.
I'll hear Jay's just for the sake of hearing it,
So this is.
but I do like what you did, Lane.
Thanks. So this is.
G sharp in the
Put 'em
low
both- Put them
octave.
both in there. in the
That's
same
that's what I
key.
wanted. Yeah.
The parts are in the same key. We'll just have two bass lines.
So this is Jay's.
Yeah, I almost I like that, but I like it when it goes higher.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the reason why I like that. Can you go back to it? Can you go back to it? Okay. Play the whole thing because there's a part later in it that sounds like a variation on that.
Sure.
You know?
Sure.
That's what I like about it.
I think the thing that I'm running into is when it goes low like that, I feel like it takes the wind out of the tension in the following chord.
Let's take
Like,
a listen to it.
I understand that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's take a listen to it. Let's take a listen to your version.
See, yeah, it goes into that chord better, but honestly, this is so here's my take. I like Lane's the
I'm-
most right now.
the-
I like Jay's the second most, and I think mine sucks. I think it
I'm
leads,
fine with lanes.
I think the higher G sharp leads into the next note, like for the tension of it, like better than Jay's like lower. But I think Jay's overall like is a better line than like
As a motif.
yeah. I just think taking Jay's idea and making it the higher G sharp sucks. But I do like yours, Lane, and I think it is good and also runs into the tension like in a more satisfying way to me.
I think, yeah. I think what you should do then is in that fourth measure, you should do something that's more similar to the second measure, and it's like pitch contour. You feel me? Like go up and then back down.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do that interval.
So like, I mean, actually, yeah, you can just go up to the high B. Maybe that's too high, but change that A to a G sharp at the end, and it's
To be clear, it ends. I believe at the last chord of this phrase. The next part. I think it's centered around the fourth.
around the fourth. So D.
Yeah, which like that was kind of the intention.
Yeah. Can
Making it
can I
sound
hear
like-
this whole part together?
Sure.
No, I don't like that G sharp. Maybe E. Mm.
F sharp?
Kind of like that.
Is that what that is?
You don't hear a sixth in the bass a lot.
Too low. Kind of like
The B? I think you should dip lower than that D on the last part. Yeah. Like you could even go to the lower B there.
Actually.
Or
yeah,
maybe
if
C sharp.
we went just straight to the B.
Wait, C sharp. Or yeah, B. Yeah, we'll try them both. Get that Bach chorale harmonization, says Swamp Child.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that works. And it leads nicely into.
Yeah.
itself.
That first B in the second half, or that first D in the second half, excuse me. Oh yeah, you can go on that.
I also would like to change the very, very end of the second repeat of that in the bass line.
That's what Lane is doing right now.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not sure if it's what you want, but
Yeah, I just kind of wanted to hear it keep going up
oh,
to the like for the last
it looks
be a
like it's
little higher.
going up.
Actually,
Yeah. Just go up to the higher C sharp.
Oh, I like that.
Ba 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 do bo ba ba do ba ba do ba da.
Can you indulge me really quick? That the four notes you just move the first two back. Back to where you had pulled them from, the B, I think.
Yeah.
Da-da-do-do-da-da-da.
Make that A in that walk up an F.
this
Yeah, I want to hear it.
and an F.
Yes, make it an F.
Da 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 da.
No, that's too sour.
E
I'm
would
not-
work.
Huh?
E might work for a similar effect. Da-da.
Yeah. Well, I'm just thinking about trying to treat it as a secondary dominant, but I think
Oh.
it's just like an A chord. If anything, you could put the G in the bass line.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh, I didn't mean there.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
We were talking about for that first long note J
Yeah.
having to be a G.
Yeah, I just want to hear it.
A G.
Yeah. Nah, that's too sour.
Yeah.
I think this is probably good.
Yeah,
Oh, there was something else that I wanted to cheer. Okay, that first D of the second half of this, like no, not there. If you go back a bit, the long D, that yeah on the left there. Can you change all of those to a B? I think that it will make the harmony feel like it builds up a little more in the second half.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's listen to it in context.
Yeah.
Get back.
Ooh.
Well, the rhythm of the like chords changes there, huh? I think it'd be cool if the bass matches that.
That's what it's doing at the end.
Well, it goes from it's doing like
Like from 16th to 32nd notes or
30
something.
seconds to 60.
Can you just
So-
like make the bass like double all of
Add-
those notes?
Make the notes between an octave higher or lower.
Oh. Yeah, I'm with that. Make them go higher.
So you'll just make an
Whatever,
octave that's
whatever.
shifted
Oh,
over a beat.
I get what you're saying. Just and just to be clear, you're not concerned about this being humanly
I don't think so, but I probably could.
Oh, you can. Jonas can play that.
Actually, maybe not that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's
Yeah, no, maybe not that.
fucking.
Yeah. Which actually,
I mean, yeah, I definitely wasn't thinking about this being humanly playable.
yeah.
If anything,
which
I'll
is-
double it, but yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
which,
most
is,
of
which
it.
is totally fine.
Wait, I could play it in. I'll do 2 takes. Yeah.
Try doing those high ones. You know what? It's fine. I was gonna say try them in the same octave just for comparison,
Yeah,
but well, I mean in the same low octave. Although that's kind of cool. G sharp. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? It sounded cooler up the octave.
cool.
It's like programming in the same kind of effect that the other synth is doing, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I literally just did the same thing. It's like I had this synth. The synth is literally just doing like the same kind of thing that the bass is doing. These like broken up notes. And
Oh, yeah.
and it does literally the same thing.
Oh, that's funny. Wow, then I'm glad that I suggested that. It means it must have been right.
How much do you think it costs to get a feature from Flo, the progressive person?
Oh, you want to get her on this?
Yeah.
You know Flo?
You know Flo from Progressive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much do you think it costs
Probably
to get a
a
feature
lot.
from her?
Probably a lot. She probably is high rate.
What if she's a fan, though?
Yeah, you know, let's tweet at her.
Hey, Flo.
Why? Why though?
Don't you love Flo from Progressive?
Am I supposed to?
Wow.
Well, don't you? Don't you?
Most Americans do.
Okay. So, I figure the next part we should do is a drum beat on this section.
There's no drums.
No drums in this
No
song, actually.
drums!
I was thinking
No
it sounded like you put
drums!
some drum sounds earlier in the song. I don't think we should have any.
I want to say I've been really leaning into the fact that I kind of sound like John Mulaney lately. And when I shout things, I do go into a little bit more of a Mulaney than I used to.
That's pretty funny.
Because
Oh, is it?
No, actually, it isn't.
Don't
It was,
you
but it's
swear
not
at me,
anymore.
you little shit. I am your mother. But yeah, I know Jay. I think it was Jay who suggested this, and that's kind of like where I went with this. But the idea that I went with was having like the end of this intersection, and it's just like
Yeah.
dunka dunka dunka.
Oh yeah, put it in. 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 You know, we're gonna like in the air tonight. In the air tonight. I can,
In the air tonight. In the air tonight.
In the air tonight. In the air tonight. In the air tonight. In the air tonight.
Chaos.
more of a Geico Gecko person.
That's a good point. Are you more of a Geico Gecko person?
Sure. I like lizards more than like people, probably.
That's fair.
Did you ever watch the Cavemen sitcom, like the Gecko Cavemen sitcom?
Lizards are better than people.
No.
I did.
Was it good?
No.
What if it was though?
I don't remember it being good. I mean, there's a chance it was. It got canceled, so that's kind of 50-50.
What if it was better than Geico?
You know what? It was better than Geico,
Yeah.
but it wasn't good.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Those toms sound fucking terrible. What the fuck?
We need some kind of like organization where we like centered around the toms, like the tom part of the drums. Some kind of like committee or assembly or club, like a tom club.
Yeah, like a Tom Tom club.
Yeah, we need like a tom club.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I think we need like a Tom Tom Club, but we also need David Byrne and what's his name, Jerry Harris or whatever.
That's gonna be too much like dialogue going on. Just too many
Jerry
talking
Harris
heads.
in the news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Jerry Harrison or something? I don't know. Jerry Harry.
Jerry Harry.
I want to
Harry.
see a deep fake of the Huey Lewis in the news scene from American Psycho, but instead he's talking about talking heads.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Someone in the
for
community should do one where it's like interchangeable and it can be about anyone's band.
Yeah. Like when Bandcamp, I think it was Bandcamp released, like they took that scene from Friends where the monkey puts the lion sleeps tonight in the record player and you could replace it with your song. And I did that for Yoshi's Island and it was really funny.
Yeah.
What about the Jerry Club? Jerry can come. I'm not gonna in the club after him, but he could be there. Oh, Tom and Jerry. Okay.
Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry.
I was like, I missed something here.
What
I
is
need to-
Jerry short for?
Gerald.
Oh, you're right.
Or
You're so
Jerome, maybe,
right.
sometimes.
Gerard.
Gerard.
Jeremy.
Jersey.
Jared. Jaren.
Gerund. Yeah, short for Gerund.
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 Gerard.
Jerifer. Yeah, Gerangelina.
Yeah.
Gerund is a thing ending in ing. Like
Yeah.
whatever.
Jane, Jillian.
Yeah, so it's like it's Gerund.
Gerunding.
Gerunding.
Wait, a
Gerunding.
gerund is a thing ending in ing?
A gerund?
Geringer.
Yeah.
J.
Yeah.
Geringer escape
That's like
plan.
a
is
language
short for
thing?
Jillian.
Yeah.
It's like a
Jerry is short for
It's
Jillian.
but it's not anything
Yeah.
ending in ing. It's like
Jerison.
I think like for example, housing is a gerund.
Yeah.
I think.
okay.
Can someone please help?
I'm on it.
I know gerunds end in ing, but I there's another rule about them that I can't remember.
What is a gerund? It's like a simile and a metaphor, you know, like
a form that is
like-
derived from a verb that functions as a noun, such as asking. And do you mind my asking you?
Is it a metaphor?
Oh,
Is it a metaphor or a simile that uses like or as?
simile.
Simile? So you could say similes are like metaphors, and metaphors are similes.
I think you
Sure.
could say you could say it.
You can yeah, you can say that.
If you were confident enough, I would trust you.
What is it again, Jonas?
Verbs that are
It's a verb
nouns.
that's a noun, yeah.
A verb that is a noun.
ending in ing.
Oh, I understand.
like walking.
walking.
No.
I would like to have a walking today.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Like, do you mind? Oh, yeah, yeah. No, yeah. It's like, so in the example was, do you mind my asking you? Like, asking is being a noun
Yeah.
there, but it functions in its way because of the verb that it is from. So like,
Okay.
so it's like I'm running
I like this
over
loop
versus.
Yeah, I like this loop too.
Yeah. Yeah, could this be a section that loops this?
Yeah.
We could sample the song within the song.
I think that's a good idea.
Wait,
This-
you know,
this is tight.
you know the maybe we did it on John Mayer. We did the I forget the producer that
Pharrell?
loops Pharrell, the
Yeah.
Pharrell loop. We
Yeah.
do that, but like with part of the middle of the song, so it does this 4 times and then the song starts.
Yeah. Start in the middle of the song backwards and then work your way to the start. You know?
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah. Okay. So it's the difference between like, do you mind me seeing you, or did you mind my seeing you? Like that's where it becomes a gerund in the second one.
I see.
yeah.
It's like my seeing of you. You know, my.
Yeah, my scene.
Yeah, we could do this and just like change which drums are hit in this pattern. And then start adding more hits.
We're kind of off We're not in sync with the music, right?
Wait, what?
Like our voices are not in sync with the music to the stream.
Oh yeah, no.
All right.
Oh, then this probably sounds like shit. Are we delayed?
We are a little bit behind. Yeah.
Okay, then I just have to sing.
It'll just sound like we're dragging. We're making it worse.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, wait, can you bounce this out? I kind of love this.
This could be like a drum solo section.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
That is tight. Song's done. I've got to go eat now,
Oh.
Yeah.
Boom. Okay.
so I'm gonna leave.
sample is
Also,
now
my
back.
back is kind of killing me.
That's almost right.
What song is that? Is that like a fucking opera song?
What?
Yeah.
Da, 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 yeah. Da, 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 da.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
What lane?
Well, I'm trying to hear.
Wow.
Jesus Christ, Lane.
Jesus Christ, lane.
Not quite right. What do you hear, William?
Sounds good to me. Play it again. Maybe.
Quintuplet. Put a quintuplet at the end.
Quintuplet. There's already triplet.
Put quintuplet on top of the triplet then.
Jesus.
I don't know. It's whatever. Like you can make the choices.
Sample, backing
Okay.
track, high quality, real guitar, glass beach type. Thinking about sampling that if y'all don't first. I feel like you can sample it. That's
You
fine.
can just
Yeah,
put it
either
back.
way. Like,
Yeah, you can just sample it if you
Yeah,
want.
I mean you could just take like when we finish this song, you could just say you made it.
what if that's what we do when we release these? We're like, these are written by everybody, and
Yeah.
everybody's allowed to claim it.
It's not a Josh Groban song. It's a song that Josh Groban has sung.
Hmm.
It's a.
I feel like the voice in my head doing it is Pavarotti, but I don't know if that
Yeah,
makes
that's
sense.
probably correct. I mean, like, it's like a classic
Yeah.
opera song or something.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
You know what I'm talking about, yeah. Oh yeah. La 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 la
Jesus.
la 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 la. Like that song? Is that the one?
Every time we're too loud,
Yo, yo, yo,
Lane
yo, yo.
says Jesus.
Jesus. Every time Lane moves, I'm gonna say Jesus Christ and just make him feel
Jesus.
really bad
It's
about
a natural
existing.
reaction.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ, Lane.
Which is-
Lane, I don't
Which
like the
is
way that you take the
Jesus.
Lord's name in vain.
I actually do it. It's like a thing that I developed because I'm used to being behind the soundboard and at like a show.
Oh yeah.
And no one can hear
the
you.
band
Yeah, and
can't
I'm
hear.
just, I'm
Yeah.
just like Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, really? They're playing like that?
Well, just like the singer shoves the mic inside their mouth, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
that's
I've done
venue.
that.
equipment.
Yeah, I don't know.
I love to feel like I'm
it's
shoving a mic
weird.
in my mouth by just,
Yeah, I feel like-
existing.
I feel like you've shoved a mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you've done that, Jay.
Yeah, I have.
I mean, if it's your mic, whatever.
Yeah.
It's your mic, whatever.
It's your
I don't
mic.
care. Mainly whenever it's like a venue mic, and I'm like, 5 other bands have used that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cha.
And that's also
I mean, that's
like-
probably how we got sick on tour.
That's what makes it taste so good.
What do you want the quintuplet to be on, Jay?
Huh?
What do you want the quintuplet to be on?
I don't know. I'm just throwing shit out here.
I will-
The fucking put it on the God, I wish I was scat man.
Me too.
But I forgot what I was even saying, man. I'm just fucking sad now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds fucked up.
I liked it better when you had it before, Lane. Just like that kind of bear, like the bear, like little triplet down at the.
Beer,
No,
beer
no,
triplet.
no, just the triplet.
Put the
Oh, I get it.
quintuplet in the measure before on the
Yeah.
toms, on every tom.
On every time. Oh.
Yeah.
Why
1,
are-
2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. You know. That classic Phil.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3.
The
Yeah.
classic feel.
The classic fill of
Feel.
1,
All
2.
your favorite classics in one CD. How am I supposed to live without you? Y'all remember those commercials?
I do,
Yeah.
and it was that song every time. That's pretty funny.
Somewhere out there.
All of your parents' favorites.
Jesus Christ.
All right, let's hear it again in context.
Yeah.
Can we hear just the drum part? I'm kidding.
That's actually pretty tight.
Neil Peart.
Neil Peart.
Neil Peart.
I think it works.
Down with Neil
Sounds
Peart.
fucked up. I like it.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
dog
it-
stretch.
It's like, oh, I would play a triplet, but I've got 5 toms.
Oh, I would play a triplet, but I'm bad at the drums, so so I'm just gonna go.
Yeah. Not
Have you
even
ever,
on the
have you
drums.
ever
Yeah,
done?
people think Neil Peart's a really good drummer, but every time he hit a drum, he was actually trying not to. So he just failed a lot and hit a lot of drums.
Yeah,
that
he was trying to miss every
He's trying to
time.
miss every single
That's
time.
why he has so many drums. He just like swings in a direction and hopes there's a drum there.
Just every minute of every
That's
second of every
that's
fucking
that's
show, he's
actually
just like,
that's actually Keith Moon. Though. That's
Yeah?
that's a quote from Keith Moon.
Wait,
Oh, yeah?
seriously?
Like where people were like, "How'd you get so good at the drums?" He's like, "I'm not good. I just have a lot of drums, so I can't
many you
miss."
can't miss.
I
Yeah.
love the idea of Neil Peart being
Oh,
like,
that's
oh my
funny.
god,
Hit or miss.
my crash is there.
Just Lane, you TikTok the hit or miss. I guess I never miss. Hop, and just like cut to just random fucking drum solo.
What happened?
What happened, Lane? What did you do? Did you
Yes.
cut the music? Have you saved recently? Hi, it's me, Clippy.
That sounds pretty good. I like that.
Yeah.
I think that sounds cool, and I could never play it. So thanks
Sure,
for
sure you
replacing me
could.
with a machine.
You wrote it.
I
No,
did
you
not
didn't.
write
You
that.
didn't. You didn't.
I mean, the bass is a machine also in here, to be fair.
Yeah, but I can play that probably.
Yeah,
No, I
and
can't.
Yeah, but I can play that. William could never play
The sound is
that.
not coming
I
through the
said you
stream.
could.
The sound is not coming through the stream, says Swamp Child.
Oh.
The sound is not coming through the,
Yeah.
the stream.
Yeah.
Oh no! For how long?
Says Swamp Child.
Oh,
Oh.
what the fuck? What's going on?
For how long? Oh, it had to have been pretty recent because somebody clipped the
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
us doing the
Why did it stop? That's weird.
Yeah, that is weird. Jesus, Lane.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
I can't believe you
Jesus
don't know
Christ,
how to
it's
use
Jason
meta
Bourne.
plugins.
Can we sample Jesus Christ? It's Jason Bourne.
Jesus Christ.
Can it go down to a drop and then it just goes Jesus Christ? It's Jason Bourne.
No, just flip it. Just flip it. Jason Bourne, it's Jesus Christ.
Jason Bourne.
Jason Bourne is
Yes.
Jesus Christ. I'm here to save your soul.
Jason Bourne. It's Jesus Christ.
That sounds like a Family Guy joke.
What?
Jason Bourne is Jesus Christ. That sounds like it would be a Family Guy joke.
Yeah.
Yeah?
And then it does like it's like Jason Bourne and he's like what? And it like
I mean,
cuts to a wide and Jesus is like standing there. And then they like do combat.
see, I think that makes sense because in the Family Guy universe, Jesus Christ is like a real man who walks among them.
Yeah.
And in our world, much like the Family Guy world, Jason Bourne is a mythical figure who many worship. So it makes more sense to like say his name in reverence when you see the real man, impressive as he is, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Jason Christ
You
is
say
born.
Jason Bourne is Jesus Christ.
Jesus Jason Christ is born.
Jesus Jason Christ is born. Can you take that outside?
I can't hear the name Jason without thinking
Jason?
Jason.
Jason?
Jason from Heavy Rain.
Jason?
You know from Heavy
Jason.
Rain?
Jason?
You know from Heavy Rain?
You know, press X to Jason.
The game?
Jason.
Jason?
Jason
Jason.
Derulo.
Yeah, I like that. Jason? You're not hungry anymore?
You just made me think of like do da da do do Jason Derulo.
Jason
Go, da, do, da, do, bo, ga, go, go, ga, Jason Derulo. That's I always say that when I'm eating a burrito. I do the whole thing and then I go eat. Jesus Christ, Lane.
We're trying to talk here. You're playing music?
I do eat burrito.
Oh. Oh wait, you're doing it.
That's what you asked for.
Yeah, just keep all that there. Sounds of fighting in the background.
I've never even seen this Bourne movie.
You know when the pit at the City Pop show gets too fucking rowdy?
Wait, what the fuck? Where is it?
I think it's right at the beginning, wouldn't it?
Where is it?
We're gonna get
We're gonna get DMCA.
DMCA.
Okay, it's not there.
Maybe it's the end. I feel like it's gotta be near the end, right? Wait, Slum Child still can't hear it.
Oh no, that's the point.
Okay,
Okay, oh,
good.
we're fine then.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's because we're listening to a movie clip.
We're
Yes,
listening to
yes,
the
we are
sound
listening to
effects
a
of a
music clip.
fight scene.
Sorry, yeah.
Basically, right now.
I think it was at the beginning. It must have been, right?
No. Okay, we can totally make it say, yeah, Jay.
Jesus, Jason,
Oh.
Christ is born.
Can we make it say that, Lane? It'd be easy to do Jason Bourne, it's Jesus Christ, I think.
Yeah, but why would we do the easy thing when we can do
That's
the
true. Yeah. Also, we can probably we can share the audio again now, right? Since we have it narrowed down to this part.
Hold on, I'm gonna. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should be able to hear now.
What did you want to
Not
say,
right
Jay?
now.
What?
What did you want it to say?
Jesus, Jason, Christ is born.
Jesus, Jason, Christ is born. Okay.
Jason Bourne.
Jesus, Jason, Christ is born.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
I love it when Christ is born.
Me on Easter, said Saturn Ralph.
I love it when
Christmas, I
Christ is
guess.
risen. We love that here.
I love it when Christ is risen like a good bread.
So measure 16.
What's happening?
What?
I'm finding a spot. Exactly where I want to put it, actually.
I think I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, I'm about it.
I was supposed to leave. I need to eat.
Well,
But
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, but I'm probably not gonna be on the stream much longer.
Same.
Personally.
I mean, we're almost at 8.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Probably when I'm gonna fuck off too.
Well, then I guess I'll fuck off at 8 too.
Jesus, Jason. That's Christ.
Jesus, Jason, that's Christ. Jesus, Jason. Wow, you really did a good job quickly making it say Jesus, Jason.
I'm born.
Wait, there's no is in that statement.
No, it would be taking the beginning and end of
Oh.
it's. But
Taking the
or we can do Jesus, Jason, it's Christ is born.
that's,
Jesus, Jason, Christ,
Christ
is.
born.
Oh right.
Just Christ.
Jesus, Jason, Christ. Honestly, I think him saying Christ, it's born might sound
Wait,
like
no,
Christ
just
is
take
born.
the is from Jesus.
Christ, yeah, Christ is born.
Crisis.
Christ is born.
Jesus, Jason.
Yeah, just take the is from Jesus.
Wait, hold on.
That's Christ. I'm born.
That's Christ inborn. Okay, I'll be right back.
That's Christ of born.
Born. That's Christ. Born.
Are we okay? He doesn't have an S at the end, so it's
Jesus.
Oh,
No,
Jesus?
Jay was saying take the S from Jesus.
Take the is for Jesus.
And make it be like a Christ's born.
Jesus, 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 Jesus.
I mean, it'll sound like is.
Yeah.
And we can take out the that's. Yeah.
Crisis 1.
Crisis.
Jesus, Jason.
Jesus, Jason.
Somebody wrote this in the chat. I want to know who it was.
Yeah.
Was it you, Swamp Child?
Jesus, Jason.
Not Swamp Child.
Jesus, Jason. Crisis 1.
Can you move
There needs to be a little bit of space between them.
between Jason and Christ? Yeah.
So like,
Saturn Ralph wrote.
Jesus, Jason. Crisis 1.
Can you get the T on Christ? Can we get the T on Christ?
yeah, let's see.
Just double it.
No, we can get it.
Record me saying t and just put it in
We
there.
got it.
He doesn't even really say T. It's just
Jesus Christ.
Hey,
Just 'cause, like-
let me. Oh, he says it. I mean, like, yeah, you don't have to go that far.
Jesus, Jason Christ is born.
Yeah, it's. Yeah, you can kind of hear it there. Just give it a little bit of space, but it's good. It doesn't even need to.
Bum bum ba-da-dum.
Crisis 1. Crisis 1.
And then, can you give it a little space from is and born, like a tiny little space?
Crisis 1.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I think the YouTube poop themes are honestly also heavily inspired by Neil Cicierega's mouth albums.
Crisis 1.
Oh, give me again. Do it again.
Oh my god!
That's so
Let's do it in
good.
context.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, Jay's coming back. Wait, stop. You need to hear it. You need to hear
Jay,
it.
you're gonna want to sit down for this.
You're gonna want to hear this.
You want to hear this. Jesus, Jay.
Jesus, Jason.
Yeah. Okay. Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Jesus, Jason. Crisis 1.
Oh yes,
Oh my
beautiful. Love it. It's
And
cool.
one last touch I want to do. I'm gonna mute chat so I can find this really fast in the clip. 'cause-
Cool.
The punching sound. The
Yeah.
horrible punching sound. Yeah, I love it.
Can I play some Can on this?
Yeah.
You should probably do it. You're the drummer.
I think you're better at that than I am.
Yeah, all I had were cans growing up, so. Hi, monkey.
Hold on, Johnny's doing that.
Yeah. Okay, this is what we had muted earlier.
Okay, here we go. Oh my god, this is hilarious.
Jesus, Jason. Crisis 1.
It goes on for so long.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Dude,
Y'all!
yeah,
Look at this! This transient's like right on the beat! So like listen.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
It
Put
lands on
out
it.
that second hit, and I think it's perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, oh my
That's
god,
off
that's
the beat.
amazing! Holy shit! Oh y'all, this is
Yeah.
great. This is a great day.
What a great find. I can't believe we just joked our way into perfecting this song.
Wait, you can use that as the snare.
Can you add reverb just to that final hit?
Oh yeah, I can totally do that.
Lane, I want to play some Can on this song.
Okay, we can do that at some point.
Quokka!
Where's my fucking? There we go. So. Oh no, that's.
Yeah, maybe not that one. Oh god.
It's like a Freddy.
It does sound funny
It's
though.
Freddy's nightmare.
Whoa, put it in a church. Of course.
Whoa. You're in jail now, son. Boom.
Let's see.
Da 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 da.
There's kind of like a jail sound effect.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what happens when your court case goes wrong in a one-act play.
Yeah.
Fucking.
I guess I'm in jail now.
I guess I'm in jail.
I got arrested.
What's that, cellmate? Another
Is
half
that like
of
a
the play?
fish-
You ever wonder what a punch sounds like in a flower pot?
Oh,
That.
man, thank you so much. I wish I had known that 10 years ago. I had to find out the hard way.
Yeah. You ever get your ass kicked in a flower pot?
Yeah. It's not fun.
Yeah. Tin can.
This stuff doesn't seem like it's going through the desktop audio.
It's not registering. William is right.
Hmm.
My God,
This
they're
fucking-
right.
No, it's still going. I guess whenever you're like testing.
Yeah, I
renders, it
guess
can't-
not.
I guess that's just one thing that we gotta limit ourselves on. Kind of sucks, but there's a fucking balls.
I know, Marco. We've been
No,
so
factory. There we go.
5 more minutes, sweetie.
How's that?
What? Great.
Normal one.
I like the normal sound effect. I just want a little bit of like extension on it.
Yeah, because that makes it sound like a different sound.
Yeah, I want it to sound like the normal. Whoa.
Ooh,
Just like a little bit of a
a
tail.
little tail.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's close.
Yeah, if we can hear that in context, that might work.
Yeah. I think we probably won't hear much of the delay tail in the context.
Okay. Let's see.
Evil Mayor,
John
Mayor.
Evil Mayor.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Can we hear it all together?
John
Sure.
Mayer.
So this is. Can't really hear the too much. Try this.
It's Jason Bourne. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I think yeah.
Can we listen to the whole song, and then that'll probably take us to 8 o'clock?
Yeah, I need to eat. I keep saying that.
Let's do it.
All right, everybody. This is what we have so far of GF Boss.
The GF actually stands for Jesus Christ.
This is our Christian song.
Jesus, Jason. Jesus, one.
Praising and worshiping in the club.
Okay,
I like-
goals for next week. I want to take clips from that fight scene and make it a percussion section.
Yeah, Lane.
Yeah.
I like you cutting the bass on the rest of that. I think on that last hit you should bring the bass back in.
Ooh.
And like more of it,
I like that.
Sure.
because it felt a little weaker, the high pass like that.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm just gonna move this all down here because
Jesus,
Fucking-
Jason. Christ.
with the fucking reverb. It's fucking.
Jesus, Jason.
Can you hit that?
You hear that?
Can you hit the note that's like, but way up there?
I can't.
That's the note that I hear. That's the note I hear the falsetto, but like section building up to like
Oh, I'll do
holding. Yeah. As that just like fades away into reverb. Oh yeah, it's the fucking Wake Me Before You Go Go. When I get that. Oh, Marco.
Yeah, Marco's getting distressed.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's like a dog whistle, huh?
Hi.
Uh-huh.
You know what's the matter? You don't like punk rock? You go potty, Marco? Alright. I think me and my dog gotta get out of here. How about? Right here? Go. Put you down there.
Throw some acid service.
I love that scream.
Me too.
So really the we could just put a thwomp sound in there. They wouldn't.
Yeah.
No one would notice.
I mean,
Can you unplug me, Elaine?
I'm also gonna.
Yeah, I think
I'm
we're
also
all,
gonna fuck
we're all
off.
we're all leaving.
we're all effing off.
Yeah. You have a problem saying fuck?
in unison.
What'd you say?
You have a problem with saying fuck?
What did I say?
F off?
Oh. I think it's just easier to say.
Okay, cool. So we got that. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll probably write some drums for this first part. I don't know. Figure out some. Next time we'll probably work on this section. The fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, if that's the first verse, the second verse can be using the same fight scene, but we're actually like composing something with it instead of just like playing it straight through.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we take
Yeah.
we chop it up and we make it intentional, rhythmic.
That'd be pretty cool.
Implying this wasn't rhythmic. It lined up with the
Oh,
next part.
It
Jonas.
did beautifully, but not by intention. Okay, cool. Are we gonna raid somebody, or are you gonna keep going?
Yeah, let's rate somebody.
Hi, Marco. Good girl, being so patient.
That's a pretty high note.
Few times up.
Q times is it?
Let's rate a few times.
Yeah, let's see
We're gonna rate our tabletop community Q times. Cool.
Yeah, let's
William and
do
I
it.
are on that channel sometimes. Few times.
Yeah.
So
Hi,
is
Marco.
Flubble in the
Hi,
chat.
Marco.
Yeah, well, thank
Thank
you
all for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll see y'all
This
next
dog's
time.
licking my
Be
feet.
back tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
Bloodborne.
Bye. Bloodborne. Bloodborne to all of you.
Bloodborne, everyone.
Bloodborne.
Jesus Christ, it's Bloodborne.